Hi everyone. I hope that you had an amazing weekend. I did. I had a decent weekend. I had a lot of things going on. If you guys can hear me, please put a one in the chat. Let's see. How you doing, Sky? What's good? In the UK? Hey Tracy. Hi Octavius. You're not feeling well. Oh no. I hope that you feel Thank you, Tracy. I hope that you feel better. Uh I've been having some stomach issues as usual, so I'm gonna get into some of that. Octavius, I hope that you feel better. I missed you guys. So as you guys know, over the weekends I usually travel and do some stuff. I've been blogging. Oh my goodness, I forgot to do Blogmas day 4. I don't know if any content creators are out there doing the Blogma challenge, but your videos. So I do the Blogmas is for so you make a video like once a day, it could be like a blog. You can go live, and the ideal is for each video to get better by the day. But one of the things I have the most problems with is sitting in front of a camera and speaking. For some reason, this isn't hard for me because I can connect with you guys. But that's the ideal of Blogmas. I'm doing like what I do in a day type sobriety blogma, and I've been struggling. Speaking of sobriety, I am rocking 197 days, I believe. Let me check. 197 days, I believe. So I am pretty excited about that because this has got to be the longest stretch. Oh, yeah, I'm at 197 days. I use this app, I Am Sober, that keeps track of the days because I really just count milestones. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Trinity. Oh, Octavia, sometimes you just gotta let it out. Let it out. That's one thing about this country. In other countries, you don't even have, some places in Europe, you don't have to ask for the time off. If you're not feeling well, you don't show up. This country is crazy. Tiffany, what's good? Thank you. But 197 days for me is great. I am. Hey, Jerome. I am trying to get to my next milestone, which is 9 months. So I have a ways to go. And then after that, a year. And I only keep track because of the healing and stuff that's taking place in my brain. So for me, first and foremost, thank you, Octavius. That is what's important for me. All this other stuff that happens online, I think it's really unfortunate when you have people who, just because I blog about my life, and other people try to get their shit popping, they want to take a part of your life and make it their commentary. It is what it is. I am 4 away from hitting 12,000 subscribers, so thank you guys very much for rocking with me. Let me get into it. So stupid shit Sunday, for those of you that are not familiar with why I title it that, that's the Sundays that I don't monetize the video. I always try, but I don't expect for it to get monetized. If you guys want to come up, you want to vent, it's the one time where, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check my background. Got my kids running around. Okay. Hey, Robert. Is good life for... Huh? Yeah? Why aren't you in bed? Hang on, you guys. Let me let something play so I can deal with my kids. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. I'll be right back, you guys. Let me let something play. I'm not sure what's been going on this weekend, but I got to deal with something. So I'm going to show you something for educational and for use purposes only. I cannot guarantee what you are going to hear. Okay, wait. But I need to deal with my babies first. I get it. I'm almost afraid to play anything because I've been away all weekend. Shit, I don't know. I'm not gonna really play anything because I'm afraid that I just been away. So, I'll play a part of Kimmy's stream. All right, I'll be right back. That's a safe one to do. I just want to make sure this kid is in bed. Let me see. I caught part of it earlier. Okay, so the name of this is Sunday Kickback, The Messing and the Blessing, Rico and his mom. Oh, shit, there was a lot that went on. I haven't seen all of this, so I am thank you, Catherine. Hey, member. Thank you, members. I see you. I see you, Lisa, member. Okay, thank you, guys. Let me let this play. I'll be right back. Whoa. I have to start it somewhere.
voice.
Let me see.
Yeah, Jay Wilson.
Anyway,
There's a lot that happened on here, y'all. So I gotta just let it play.
Chat, everybody. Listen
I'll be right back.
now. Just ponder this for a second. While me and Tracy and Fi and all of us, Ken, all of us was cussing each other out and going crazy on each other, they were comfortable, right? But the millisecond that we decide to vibe higher, then we become a threat. Now they're scrambling. Now they're grasping at straws. This is a desperate attempt to grasp at straws. And the thing is that if this doesn't show y'all anything else, this should show you how powerful we could be if we stop with this bullshit. And there's obviously, because Satan even can see the greatness in you. Satan can see all of the gifts that you have. Satan can see all of your potential. Satan can see all of that. So why do you think he works so hard to fight against when we try to do the right thing? I'm not there anymore. So I'm not going to waste my time sitting around here arguing with sisters when I could be doing something else and talking about other things. And that obviously makes them extremely uncomfortable. I challenge all of y'all to look at your lives. Look at who you are fighting with. Look at who you are on the outs with. And pray about that thing.
When I kind of brought up his grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah, I did notice that too.
Yeah, he does talk about his grandmother and he was very close with his aunt. His aunt was his sister. So maybe that's the reason why. My mom and I get along like sisters, child. Being an only child is different. I don't know. I had nobody else around, and
I couldn't feel you on that, Kimmy. Yeah.
Right now, Rico. Sorry. Whose panel was this on, y'all? Because maybe we can share them.
It was on the girl panel who said she got on a ride at the park and she fell off and died, and then she came back to life and her mama didn't sue the park. It was on Pizarro panel. I'm on.
See what Rico said? And yes, I am the only child, because the thing is, you're an only child. A lot of times, I just know for me, and I know a lot of other children this way, we are very close to the grandparents. There's really not shit else for you to do. You know what I mean? Like, I was very close to both sets of my grandparents, both sets. And Sharona says she has only one child, and they're like sisters. Me and my mama, child, we be child. And honey, she called me 6 o'clock this morning to get on my nerves, but God bless her, honey.
You know what I hate, Kimmy? I hate when people tell grown men and grown women that they disrespecting another grown person. I'm not disrespecting Rico Mama. Rico Mama disrespect Rico and herself. You come on YouTube and you talk and you say the stuff that you say, your content. It is what it is. I don't know that lady to respect her. What's wrong with y'all?
And see, look at here. I'm an only child, so my parents are my best friend. Yeah, like, it's different when you're an only child. And Rico says some people are not even blessed with mothers or grandmothers, so you have to just take it. You know, one thing I've learned about parents is that parents are not perfect. They do what they can based on what they know. And you can't, as an adult, it's not healthy to hold on to every mistake that your parents made. At some point, you have to just accept people for who they are right now.
Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I'm back.
Yes, and I feel like a lot of only child in the chat. Shout out to all the only child. The only
child.
Yes,
all the only children. See, and they say
only child.
That was the first granddaughter.
Let me hear this little part. I missed this stream, so I'm just gonna listen to a little bit more of this.
On your mother's side,
hey, chat rep.
Like, do you have any half brothers or sisters with your father?
Okay, you guys. So y'all, I shared that on my hey, little boss. I shared that on my community wall. You guys could catch it. Now I know Rico's mom. Rico reports. Okay. His mom has been speaking out lately. I don't know what prompted her to speak out in the beginning. I caught Pizarro's live, a part of Pizarro's live, and whew, baby, it was a lot going on. At first, I was holding my breath, and on Pizarro's live, me and West chilling. So at first, I was just listening to it, and then I hear this woman. I'm like, is that Rico's mom? Like, I didn't even know. I didn't really know anything, so I was tuning in. I was driving and listening to Pizarro. So you guys check out that on Pizarro's live stream. And then today, just Kimmy was streaming, and there was a lot going on. Now I missed all that. I woke up to Kimmy's phone call, and so I have to watch that with you guys. Now I don't know how I would feel. Ooh, Tracy, yes, I am so close. I'm just stagnant right now. We'll talk about that. Misty said this is sad. Oh, let me pin a link if you guys will. Oh, let me wait on that link. How you doing, y'all's wife? Hey, Gotti. So yes, I am close to 12,000. I'm so excited, but I'm just kind of stagnant. I should have been there a while ago, but that's okay. I'll get there. Let me get through this stream because I'm having a lot of pains in my stomach. Miss Kimmy was on for 5 hours. Yes, chat rep, you and this heat over Pizarro's platform. I'm like, chat rep hung in there. She did her thing. When did you learn how to drag, chat rep? Tracy. But yeah, there was a lot that was going on these last couple of days, and all of that time I was up in the mountains just having a good old time filming and doing my thing. Now, okay, with Rico's mom, there was a lot of things that was said. The F word, I don't even want to come close to saying it. I'm gonna just say maggot, you know, with an F though. And your son is that way. And then he's upset about people saying things about their mom. I think on Pizarro's platform, people were pretty favorable as far as the mom was concerned. But on Kimmy's platform, I'm not sure, but somehow Mother and Rico's mom got into it, but she, from what I'm hearing, she's the one that kind of started, and Mother was not playing games, y'all. There was a lot that was going on. Now, this heat and chat rep, if you guys missed that, there was a back and forth, and Brian was on a platform, and I just missed a lot over the weekend, you guys. And so I just was like, what is going on? We're close to the holidays. It was an interesting exchange, but I really think that chat rep hung in there, and she brought up the fact that this heat was, you know, part Bangladeshi. Let me tell you something. Whatever chat rep's job is, as far as like I heard this heat talking about some things, and as long as people are working, I think that's okay. I'm not into the job shaming thing. Oh, Missy said it's sad that she called her son. Oh, Travis, I was trying, girl. I'm getting my drag classes in. Imagine me 6 months from now. Chat rep, you did a good job. You did a good job. It was a lot. You missed what part, Tracy? The part with Mother? Do you want me to fight? You guys want to hear that or no? Oh, there was a lot that was going on. And chat rep hung in the hair. Chat rep, I was proud of you. I don't pick sides or anything like that, but as far as hanging in there for a while, chat rep did her thing. She spoke up for herself. I think chat rep is okay. I like chat rep actually. She's anytime you sticking up for yourself, you're like, hey, this is who I am. This is where I am. I'm not into job shaming. You do what you do to make it work. If you scrubbing toilets, you do what you need to do. I would rather you work than not work. Not do anything. So that's what I'm gonna say about that. Which part did you want to hear, Tracy? I drink some water, y'all. Of course, I named this messy as fuck because we're getting to some of the apparent receipts, or as somebody said in such a corny way, that I had some sexy time. I'll talk about that eventually. I will, but I'm gonna talk about a few other things before I get into that. I don't like this slut shaming stuff, y'all. I just don't. I'm not a slut, okay? But, oh, the one with Mother? Okay, let me find it. I didn't hear it either, so I can react with you guys. I'm gonna react. But Kimmy, we did speak, and you know what? I gotta give it to Kimmy. She got over 7,000 views. She had, I think, about 900 in her chat, and all this stuff that happened with her and Mayor, I give her a lot of credit. She's not letting anything stop her. I think it's really disgusting and it's messy for a guy to try to make a woman his storyline. Now, once his views got low, now he wants to start in on me. I don't mind sharing with you guys some of the stuff that we talked about. I think it's tacky though. I think that when a person's views is low, and that's the thing with some of these guys, because if you stand on your square, stop trying to make people your commentary. I don't have shit to do with what's going on with him and Kimmy. Okay? I don't have shit to do with it. So now you want to make me your storyline because you don't like the fact that when you're talking about Kimmy, you had over 500 views. And then when he started talking about himself, 500 people in his chat. When he started talking about himself, he had 30. So then he goes back to talking about Kimmy, and now he wants to talk about Misunderstood. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not going anywhere. And tomorrow I'm gonna have 198 days sober, and you got this crab in a bucket mentality to where a person is doing all right. I don't have shit to do with the fuck mayor. He's upset because I announced Kimmy's live stream. That's it. So he's walking around like a little bitch talking about me. Y'all did not hear me talking about him at all. I didn't call him a bitch. I said it's like a bitch because next thing I know, he's gonna be talking about Misunderstood did this to me. No. And any news or any messages that you may have got from me, I mean, I'm not sure why he's trying to call out to Don Cato and other people. Let me look for this timestamp, okay, you guys? But I will get into that later. I will. And you guys can ask the questions that you want to ask. Now, I didn't see this. I tried to message Kimmy. She's not. Oh, it must be in here somewhere. So I'm going to share this, you guys. Please stop by, though, and make sure you hit the like button on this video. Kimmy's at 348. So I'm playing it. Let's show the content creators some love. Please hit the like button and follow along if you like. It's posted on my community wall. And if one of my mods can grab that link and throw it in the chat, that would be awesome. I'm going to start it, and I have to red ball it for it. Okay, so it's called Sunday Kickback, The Messing and the Blessing. Rico and his mom visits the panel by Just Kimmy. Ooh, the beef sector got some titles, y'all.
I did not mean to say.
I gotta fast forward a lot
Get a channel
because I'm looking for when Rico enters. So
I'm sorry, you break it up.
somebody has a timestamp, that would be awesome. I see Jay Wilson. Does that sound like Rico and Mother right there, y'all? TC, thanks for trying to get me there. Yes, I'm stagnant right now. I need to get to 12,000 so I can get to 13. Our galaxy is getting bigger, y'all. Can we see? Oh yeah, I don't know how to share on StreamYard. You can't really see anything with that. Let me see. I can figure this out. So invite present. Okay, so it must be present. I don't have it set up, so I'm just gonna play the audio. But if you can see it from my phone, then I'll share it like that. I would have had it set up if I was going to show you guys, but sorry about that. But let me start it, and you guys could tell me. It is better to see it. I do.
I'm not lonely. I'm not nothing like y'all. Again,
I'm not sure what happened right here, y'all. I'll tell you what. As I play this, I will look it up and try to share it on my screen right here. But let me just let that play, and if you guys know if I should go, I can share whatever. Oh, Octavius, can you come up? Because if you guys seen this, okay, wait. Okay. Yeah, I would have had that set up for you guys. I'm not good at figuring stuff out, but I just haven't played with it at all. Played with it. You gotta watch your words right now during these YouTube streams with people calling me a slur and all. Okay. Okay. If you can come up and share that, that would be awesome. That's even better because then I could just kind of hang out with you guys in the chat. Should we listen to it into... Oh, here comes Octavius. We got some help. Hi.
How you doing? It's been a long time.
How you doing, Octavius? Yeah.
I
haven't been using Melon because I'm having some trouble with my Wi-Fi and I need to... you know, fix some things, but I haven't even tried to share here on yeah. So can you set that stream up?
Just drop the link in the chat and I can do it. Just whatever you want to play. Just drop the YouTube link.
Okay.
And
so drop the link to hers, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a second. Share. Okay. What did I title this? Okay. And while you're doing that, I'm going to take the time. Let me call her and see if she's awake.
All right.
She can navigate the stream for me, but like the video. Okay, it's right there. Good morning, Ben Zone. Hey, member. Hey, all you members, thank you, Octavius. There it is. I'm gonna go on mute for a second so I can call her because she can give me a timestamp. Did you see the stream, Octavius?
Yeah, I see it. I'm gonna click on it right now.
No, I mean, like, did you watch it earlier
Which stream?
with Timmy?
I was coming in and out. And I was over there with Rob.
Okay. Because I think so where I am right now, so it has to be somewhere in here. Hold on. It has to be somewhere. And some of you watched it. If you guys have a timestamp, that would be great. We were looking for it with MOBA. I am at the wait, let me go back. I'm just gonna have to red ball it. So I am at the 1 minute 50:03.
You mean 1 hour or 1
Yeah.
minute?
1 hour 50-minute mark, 30
Okay, I got
seconds,
you.
I think. Okay, let me go on mute for a second. If you could take over, I'm going to call Kimmy.
All right. Oh, just you got to make sure you share the stream so before you leave. So, all right. So you got to give me permission to share it. Okay, we good. And
but when they used to get the fertilization, both eggs will go.
That's not how
So
it works,
it'll be two mothers.
Ro.
That's not.
It don't work like that.
Okay.
No, but what Ro is saying,
I don't understand. I'm just saying
No.
I don't understand. So I'm listening to y'all because I don't really understand that part.
No, okay. What Ro is talking about, and I just know this from going through fertility and all this stuff. So some gay couples, mama and everybody, some gay couples, like let's say it's two men. What happens? Because I have a friend who is married to a man, but they wanted a baby, right? So they took one of the men's semen and used a surrogate. So when the baby was born, the two men still had a baby, but the baby technically has one of the men's DNA.
Yeah, whoever
Yeah, I
have
thought
the
it was
highest
both.
sperm count, that's who.
I don't. Do you guys want to see it from here, or do you want to go fast? I missed the whole stream, you guys. So I'm
In a
reacting
lot
right
of
along with
states,
y'all.
especially like down south.
Hi, Katja. Did I say that right? Katja? You guys. Okay, fast forward. Octavius, can you go forward to where Mother has the platform? You know, James Cartwell. Just if you can, I think it's forward, like the other way. I could have gotten the timestamp wrong, like more towards the end. Oh wait, there. Wait, go back a little bit. Yeah, right there, about right here. Because I'm not sure where they got into it. There you go.
About some of the experience, or maybe she didn't remember some of the experiences that Rico talked about. But the point that really my heart broke was when I heard her say the F word and the health reads, because no matter how angry I would get with you, I'm not going to say those things because it's not in my heart. So no matter how angry, if James and I had a disagreement, he can call me whatever. I'm going to call him whatever, but I'm not going to call him the F word, if that makes sense, because it's not in my heart. So no matter how mad I am, I'm not going to do that. All right. Welcome back, Rico.
So now Rico's
Yes,
going to
this is Rico Mother. I heard your comments and I
Yeah.
want to just say this. Yes, ma'am. And a lot of things I want to clarify and when I call him that F word, that was back in the 90s when he was younger, not now.
Okay.
I accept who my son is. And I'm going to love my son regardless because that's my child. And back to what the guy was saying, you said, if I'm just a lesbian. No.
pause it real fast. Oh, what are you doing? Why'd you move it?
Okay. I'm going to go on.
Is that you? Wait, I wanted to hear that. Octavius, what did you do?
know your head is down, and I'm like, I know you like.
Went back. Rico actually just asked for the link, so maybe
I'm not
You
sure
ain't
what
trying to
happened, but
fuck her at no 32 years old. You get my point?
I
Children are children, and then at the same time, you can't, and I'm not in denial
My
on
bad, I
any
got
of
mixed
that.
up.
When they in their room, they doing what they do, it ain't got no, and I am a good parent. So people need to stop with Uncle Johnny and Aunt Nancy or whatever. I'm just making it as a metaphor. That's fucking they kids. You get what I'm saying? They were children. They were children at 6 or 10 years old. This nigga is 32 years old. Speak now, not past tense.
hey,
So-
Pamela.
Is he fucking with her? Hold on. Is he fucking with her now? But he's
No.
fucking with a weirdo nigga that's a whole homosexual.
I'm kind
That's
of
what I condemn. Y'all still focusing on some 5, 6-year-old, 10-year-old stuff. We all did things. We stole candy, and you know what I'm saying? In the candy store, don't make you a thief when you get in your 30s and your 40s and your 50s. But you still stole. You still got your ass whooped as a kid at 5, 6, 7, 10 years old when we look at the hood movies. Don't mean you the same person you was at that time. You
I'm
a different
lost,
person. You grow every day.
Every day you grow.
So if you going in the past, and when he was 6 years old, 10 years old, you in the past, that means you haven't grown. Just be quiet. That don't mean you grow mentally. Everybody grow every day. That's just like if you in a relationship with somebody. You ain't the same person you was last year because you didn't grow. You ain't the same person when God give you breath. You a whole different person.
That's true.
Just because a motherfucker was an addict, I'm just saying, you know, I ain't no addict. I drink shit. I put it on the floor. And I ain't no drunk. I'm drinking beer now. Not no liquor, just some beer. And I don't smoke weed. I ain't no weed head. But I don't knock no weed head. I don't knock nobody for what they do. I smoked weed 20 years ago when he talking about that, like I said, 5 on it. How long ago when the Loonies came out? How many years was that?
96.
So am I the same person from 96 to 2022? No, you grow. You can't hold nobody accountability of their past. There you go, Ben.
Okay, and I agree with that. I think a lot of the people in the chat, and you may not have seen it.
No, I've seen it. I hear it. I'm paying attention.
Yes, but a lot of people in the chat were asking those questions, and so that's the reason why it came up, was because people were asking about some of the things that Rico has been very open and shared with us. And so they wanted to just get your thoughts on some of the things that he shared with us. I'm not sure that it was meant to be disrespectful at all, ma'am.
No, I don't think it was being disrespectful.
No, mama, no. Let me speak. Because we got James Cobweb here. Yes, and I did address.
I don't know none of these
I
people.
addressed you, mother, fat bitch. Where is your mother? You got a lot of nerds talking shit about me and my mother and me and my motherfucking life. But I am transparent, just like my mother is transparent. Just like you said, is she a bull dagger or not? She not a bull dagger. She's a motherfucking dicky dyke. A dicky dyke is a bisexuality. You like dick and you like pussy. Just like I like dick and I like pussy. I choose to like dick right now because that's I don't believe in doing down low type of shit like Ken. I deal with down low motherfuckers every motherfucking time on these chat lines, just like Jay Wilson on Grindr and Jack and everything else. But he a motherfucking so-called pastor in the church, but doing the same motherfucking thing that I'm drunk and anything else. I'm tired of bitches sit up here criticizing me. I'm sick of that shit. When I live my motherfucking life in the motherfucking open, can't nobody tell me about my motherfucking life nor my family life, then what the fuck I can come on here and expose.
This is it, right? Right here.
And I'm sorry, Kimmy. I know your head is down, and I know you it's too much. But no, enough is enough. I'm tired of motherfuckers keep disrespecting me, keep talking all this shit about me. And their life is not no motherfucking better. We're all motherfucking human.
Calm it down though.
Fuck all of that.
All right, calm that down. But
I'm
like,
Give me-
So let me answer where my mother is.
Go
Let's just
ahead,
start
Mama.
right there where
Go
my
ahead.
mother is.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
See,
I'm right.
my mother would never be down here carrying on
Neither can I.
and engaging
I'm not
and
carrying on.
engaging. Okay, excuse me. I let y'all talk. 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 I don't give a fuck about you or your fucking dead ass son, bitch. Now don't get it fucked up. I don't give a fuck about your bulldagging ass or that half dead motherfucker that you shit out. Do you understand that, bitch? I don't give a fuck. He ain't shit and you ain't shit, bitch. You ain't nothing but a master of excuses.
bitch, you ain't a motherfucking
shit.
thing. You motherfucking wannabe, motherfucking concrete. Bitch, you don't want to be a motherfucking woman.
You ain't shit and he ain't shit,
And
bitch.
fuck anything you
Fuck
gotta say.
both of
Bitch,
y'all.
you maybe
Fuck
ain't
both
on
of
this
y'all.
motherfucker.
Fuck you
Bitch,
and your
your family
bulldagging
don't
ass mammy.
motherfucking represent
Fuck
you.
you
And
and
you
your
was up there
bulldagging
standing in
ass
your
mammy,
brother house
motherfucker.
with your
Fuck you
motherfucking
and that
dilapidated
whore.
ass. Fuck you and your
that
mammy
whore.
too,
You did
bitch.
this right now.
Fuck you and your mammy too,
That
bitch.
bitch
And
will
all
never be
y'all
like my
bitches
mother,
died.
bitch.
And that's
Cause
what
she
the fuck
ain't
I
no
said.
mother.
Because my
Raggedy
motherfucking
motherfucker.
mama
And she
come on
just
here and
like you. She's
impregnate
a
me,
lying
bitch.
bitch.
And since
Try
y'all
to
say
make
I
her
ain't got
shit
no
call you
family,
a faggot.
I ain't
She
got
called
no
you a
family.
faggot today.
I ain't got no
She
family,
called you a
right?
faggot
That's all y'all
today,
hoes say.
motherfucker.
That's all y'all hoes
That
say.
raggedy
'Cause I ain't
bitch
got
called
no
you a
family.
faggot
I
today.
ain't got
She
no
don't give a
motherfucking
fuck
support.
about you, bitch.
Rico a drunk. Rico ain't got no
You
support,
are
but
a
bitch,
drunk.
Rico up on
You're a
this
drunk and so
motherfucker.
the
And
fucking
I'm going,
shit.
yeah, and I'm a drunk bitch.
And so
And
the
guess
fucking
what?
she.
And guess
That's why
what,
she
bitch?
don't see nothing wrong
I'm
with
in
what you do.
tune with
Cause
mine.
she the same.
I'm in
Ain't
tune
neither
with
one of
mine.
you motherfuckers worth a shit.
It's okay, chill.
I'm in tune with my
Ain't neither one of y'all about
cozy,
shit.
bitch.
Fuck
I'm
y'all.
cozy, bitch.
Fuck
I'm
y'all.
cozy, bitch.
Fuck y'all,
I'm
bitch.
cozy, bitch.
Fuck
Like
y'all.
Beyonce. I'm
Raggedy ass,
cozy with my life.
ass
Fuck you,
motherfuckers.
bitch.
Fuck
I'm
y'all.
cozy with my
You
life,
raggedy
bitch.
ass
I'm
bitches.
cozy with my lifestyle. And I'm
You
comfortable, ho.
raggedy.
And
You
mad at
raggedy.
it?
Your
You
mammy
mad?
ain't about shit, and you ain't about shit. Fuck y'all.
It's calming down. I think
I'm
it's
trying to
getting
calm the
somewhere.
whole situation down. I'm grown folk over here.
It's calming down. See?
All that is unnecessary to begin with.
But you're
period.
not growner than me, though, sis. I'm not your son's age. Do you understand that? I'm grown
I'm
folks.
not
You're not my age, okay? So you can pull that shit with
trying to
Ken.
prove a
You
point.
can't get me
I'm not
together,
my
bitch.
son.
You can't get me together, bitch.
Did you mute this
You
nigga?
can't get me together,
Because I'm
bulldagging
not about to
bitch,
argue
okay?
with
You cannot, pussy eater. You can't get me together. You can't get me together, bitch.
Okay, go on, nigga.
You want to
You
be a
can't
pussy
get me
eater.
together.
You
And
wanna
know
be a
that.
Hey, do
Know
something.
that, bitch.
fat
You should
ass
say you're
bitch.
bossy or a mother, bitch. You can't get me together,
Go
bitch.
here, nigga.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
No,
All
fuck
I'm
you.
gonna say is, I don't know you, Miss Lady. I'm about to get off
You're
with you.
right, you
'Cause
don't
all
know
this
me. You don't know me, so you
it's
might as well
it's
pack
out
it
of
up and get it
control.
moving, bitch.
It's out of hand, and I'm
Yeah,
not about to play
Right,
these
right.
games.
Like I
like that.
said,
And
pack
I'm
it
not
up and
about
get
to
it
sit
moving,
here and
bitch.
see nobody. If it ain't under control, I don't want to be on here no
Well,
more. They
get
can
the
go
fuck
out here
off.
like
Bye.
that.
We heard enough. We heard enough of y'all dysfunctional bullshit. Pack it up and hit it. Bye.
But bitch,
Bye.
you love it, but bitch, you up
Bye.
here and
Bye.
fuck him. I'm gonna find this.
Bye.
No,
Bye.
fuck you, bitch. I'm still here,
Bye.
bitch.
Pack
My
up your
mama
little
not
fat
in no
head, bitch.
bitch. But
Bye.
I'm here as
Bye.
her child, bitch,
Bye.
and I'm still
Put your
here.
little
And you
phone on
already
your
know, bitch.
pouch
I ain't
and
going
bye,
nowhere.
bitch.
I ain't
See
going
y'all.
nowhere,
See
bitch.
y'all.
I ain't going
Kiss my
nowhere, ho.
motherfucking
And that's
ass
why
and
your
bye.
motherfucking old ass mad
Bye.
about it. You
Bye.
older than my mama.
Bye.
You
I
older
am
than
older
my
than your
mammy, bitch.
motherfucking mammy,
Well,
bitch. And that's why I said, don't young man me. I ain't no young man, bitch. I'm grown,
and I can
bitch.
guarantee
So get
you
on
ain't
out of
gonna
here,
pull up.
bitch.
And I'll
Pack
beat
it
your
up and
motherfucking
roll it
fat
on
ass.
out, bitch.
And
Y'all
all
got
my
the right
family.
one, bitch.
Well,
Y'all
fuck
played
you
with
up.
Ken.
You
I ain't
fucking
playing with y'all.
cross
Fuck y'all.
dresser. You
Fuck
fucking
y'all.
cross dresser,
Fuck
bitch.
y'all.
You want to
You
be a
backwards ass
pussy, bitch.
motherfuckers. Fuck
You want to
y'all.
have what my mama got. You want to have a pussy,
Child, what
bitch.
I want with your
You
mother
wanna
got, bitch.
be
I ain't
first
never
of
wanted
the
to be
month.
no
Bitch,
stud,
and
bitch.
that's why you dress up.
Why
That's
the
why
fuck
you
I
want
want
to
to be
be
a
a
stud? I'm
motherfucking real
already a
female.
man, bitch.
Bitch,
I
and
wake
don't
up
ever
looking like a
worry
man.
about
Your
that,
mother dressed
hoe.
up like
You
a
want to
man, bitch.
dress
The
up,
fuck
bitch,
up out of
and
here,
play
bitch.
dress up. You
Get the
want to be
fuck
a
up out of
motherfucking
here,
female.
bitch.
Bitch, I
You
am who
mad,
the
bitch.
fuck
You
I
probably
am,
upset because
and
your
you
mother
are
don't
who the
look
fuck
like
you
me,
are.
bitch.
You
The
ain't
fuck
no
up out of
motherfucking
here.
pretenders, bitch.
Yeah, you bet.
No
Next
dad.
time, get her
No
together.
dad. No
Next time,
dad.
get her
Where's
together,
your mammy
Have
at?
it prepared.
Where
Don't
your
sit
mammy
out
and
here
your grandmammy,
half-cocked,
bitch?
bitch.
Where's your
Don't send your mammy
bitch?
out
My daddy ain't no
half-cocked,
punk, bitch. Because
Yeah, you are a punk. You a punk.
mama.
Let's ask your mother.
So, at least
Ask your
I
mother
did
what she
your
thinks.
household.
Hey,
Where's
mama,
your
he a
daddy?
punk, ain't he?
Where's
He a
your
punk,
daddy,
ain't he?
bitch?
A
You
sweet
ain't
ass
have no
punk.
motherfucking
A
daddy.
sweet
bitch.
ass punk.
You can
A
never come
sweet
for me.
ass
You
punk.
can never come for me, bitch.
What time?
Where's
When
your
did you
dad?
meet your
Oh,
dad, girl?
mine's there.
When did you
Mine's
meet your
there.
dad,
But
girl?
you say I ain't got
Exactly.
no
Get the
family
fuck up
right
out
in
of
New
here.
York. I ain't
Get
got
the
no
fuck up
family in
out of
New
here,
York and
bitch.
nowhere else.
You can't
But
sell,
again,
resell the story to me. You ain't shit. She ain't shit.
okay,
Y'all
you
ain't come from
shit.
shit.
And you
More
ain't
that you talk, the more we realize even your grandmammy wasn't shit. Fuck you, bitch.
It's all
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh, get the
Yeah,
I agree
right.
with you,
Fuck
Rodney.
you. Pack
Yes,
it
you
up.
wrong.
Pack it the fuck up. Pack it the fuck up, Kimmy. I'm a supercharge you, boo. Pack it the fuck up. Don't come over here playing with mother, bitch.
Look, we ain't even about.
I'm a motherfucking mother.
Stop.
Yeah, you want to be a woman, mother. Right? You want to be a pussy. You want to be mother. Right? You want to be a pussy.
Address me properly, bitch. It seems like you need one. Seems like you need one.
Whatever, no, whatever you
It
say.
seems like you need one, and she need one too. Now that's the worker. She need one too.
Listen, I'm gonna represent this. Whatever you said to me.
Go,
You know
mama.
what I'm saying?
Go,
I'm
mama.
old school.
Uh-huh.
You know what
Girl,
I'm
you
saying?
keep on with that
Whatever
old.
you
I'm
say,
old school. I'm old school.
He young, and it fit him. Whatever you said to me, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna hurt me. So I have to say,
I'm not trying to hurt you, baby. That's the truth. I'm not trying to hurt you. It's just a fact. It's just a fact.
When a person tell you they come at peace.
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
sitting here saying I come in peace. Read between the lines. I come in peace. If you're
ain't
not
no other way to come, because I ain't told no lies on you. I gave you your facts, ma'am. I gave you your facts. Ain't no other way for you to come.
I don't have to debate with you, young man.
Your baby over there lying about me. I ain't lying about y'all. Neither one of y'all.
Let's turn this around right quick, because I'm not about to argue with nobody.
Yes, ma'am. So I want to turn
you
this
argue
around.
by yourself.
Okay, so mama.
And I don't need my son in the conversation on anything. That's what. Go get the fuck.
Fuck you, bitch. I will fuck you
go
up.
on in
I will
there.
beat your motherfucking ass, bitch.
And I would give you the chance to do it. I would give you the chance to do it. If you think you can do it, you think you can do it, you know where I'm at. You know where I'm at, tough guy.
I don't even like all this. I don't give a fuck about me. I got confidence in myself. And see, at the end of the day, confidence is everything, baby.
Your motherfucking house, bitch.
You know where my house is, girl. You talking a lot. You know where my house is. Shut the fuck up.
No, what question you got for me? Now we done with the rap. I'm done with the rap. I'm done with the rap.
So,
Tracy, did I hit
James,
okay? Thank you
when
guys.
James
so
began to
much.
respond, Rico got upset and got involved.
Well, no, he was disrespectful in the beginning. I just want a simple question and answer it. That's it.
No.
It's called an
so
interview.
I'm
not about to be here and be going back and forth with nobody.
Let me bring it back around, baby. So the bottom line. Okay. So listen, we calming it down. Listen.
Tiffany,
I wanted to give James an opportunity to respond. Trust me when I tell you that James can respond in such a way. He was addressed uninterrupted. So I wanted to give him
I came on here and they start doing that. I ain't got nothing to do with James. I don't know James. I don't know the pastor. I don't know nobody. I'm just coming to speak my truth and that's it.
Okay, Mama.
I'm not none of them.
Hold on, Mama. Hold on, baby. Hold on. It's okay.
Anyway, they're gonna even try to flip it around and say that we
know this. No, both of you guys just now, Rico, you know me as a content creator. Let me run this, baby. I got it. Trust me. I want to give James, and I know you don't like James, Rico, but we gave you the floor uninterrupted, baby. This isn't about insults or anything, but you addressed him, and I want to give him the opportunity to let's have a conversation. So now, James, you were about to say something when the conversation went left, my love. What is it that you would like to say to add to the conversation? I did drop the link for Jay Wilson. You guys asked for the link. There it is.
There's a lot. I
ahead,
can't
Jane.
stop it. Octavius is sharing it.
It really
so-
ain't important right now. I will say this to Rico's mother. I did.
Oh, Octavius? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh, you want me to stop? Yeah, just put it in the back chat. That way, type in the back chat. If you want me to stop.
Okay. I just want to say something really quick. Hang on. You guys, there was a lot that went on during the stream. I do want you guys to check it out on your. I shared it on my community wall. I'm gonna play more because I want to hear Mother's response. I don't know why his mic seems low to me. Rico's mom. I gotta tell you this. And I'm not a fan of. You know, despite my personal dealings with Rico, and he's been said some things about me in the past, I'm gonna give y'all some unbiased commentary. His mom said a lot of things down to. They talked about a lot, his status and stuff like that. I found it layered. I think now a lot of people talked about the relationship with Rico and his mom. Thank you, probably. I think it's important to have a close relationship with your mom. Now, Mother dragging her, you know, we're talking about beef sector. You're not going to just say whatever. I think that, you know, his mom came at Mother. Mother went back. So you can't say, oh, he was speaking to a woman that way. This live stream is layered. Check it out. Thank y'all so much for the 12,000. Thank you for rocking with me. No matter what, there's been a lot of ups and downs, but I am so grateful to you guys for supporting me. Thank y'all so much. I am extremely humbled. Thank you. Okay, Octavius.
So you
There's
want me
a
to
lot.
continue?
Yes.
They
Rico
called
mom.
you a lesbian, and I'll take that, and I'll
Thank
take
you.
that back. You said you don't have a title. Your title is bisexual, so I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I did call you a lesbian, and for what you explained, you're bisexual. So I'll take that back. But everything else after that, I meant every motherfucking word.
No, bitch, shut up. No, you
I
can't.
did.
Just shut up. No, killing
I
with
did too.
just shut up. Killing with kindness. Thank you very much, sir. What else you got to say?
Nothing.
What else? No,
Nothing.
no, I'm grown folks. What else you got to say?
No,
to
no,
me?
baby, I don't have anything
I'm
else
not
to say.
gonna
I
go
said
back
what
and
I had to
forth
say.
with you. I don't want no clout. I ain't a
Right.
clout.
I'm done. I said everything
You know
I
what
had
I'm
to say.
saying? So what else you want to say to me? Thank you very much, sir. What you want? What else you got to say?
I said all I had to say.
Okay,
I said all I had to say.
And I very good. We move on. Let's go to the next topic. And you a man, I'm a woman. However, see, this grown folk talk when you could kill them with kindness. See, I'm nice but nasty. I ain't gotta go in here and argue and holler back and forth with you. And I respect you. No, won't you shut up and let me talk? But at the same time, I heard what you said yesterday, because I ain't got no beef with you, young blood.
Man,
I don't know who just
I don't think you want to have no beef with me on some real shit, because I'm not on no kid shit, but I still respect
They're
you.
actually
Even
talking.
though they calling you the gay pastor or whatever, I ain't got nothing against you.
No, that ain't Jay Wilson on here.
That's not Jay Wilson,
Yeah,
baby.
I
that's not
told
a
you I
fact.
don't be on this shit. I told you I don't be on this shit.
Listen, mom, listen. I wanted to get up here and I wanted to say this to
It's
you.
still the same respect. I don't be on this shit. So you not gonna clown me, because at the same
Rico
time I
Mama.
will clown you back, nigga. This time, no,
Damn.
yeah, Miss Lady.
Miss Lady, listen. I was
Who's
raised
that?
better than that.
Sounds like
And I shouldn't have talked to you the way I talk to you.
Sounds
My
like
mom and my grandma didn't raise me to yell and curse at older women like that. So I apologize for talking to you the way I talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Only to you. I don't care about your son.
Well,
So that's all I want to
That's
say,
all.
man.
I
Look,
don't give a fuck about you.
look.
And
But at the same time,
I like that. Look, look,
That
look.
was
your
respectful,
apology,
Ken.
and I accept your apology. I respect everybody on the
Okay,
panel.
thank you.
You know, at the same time,
Ronnie
you know, I'm
said
around
that.
my child, because that's the only child I got. So at the end of the day, I ain't come on here for no confusion and all that. I just want to have a simple conversation. Let's have a conversation.
I
So
didn't
you
hear
don't
that.
identify as lesbian. You don't identify as lesbian. Okay.
I'm not a label.
Yeah,
You're
she
not-
don't
I'm
do
not
no
put in
labels.
the box. When you label a motherfucker, you put them in the box like UPS and you box them up. I'm not in the box. I'm not a label.
Okay.
You
no
don't
problem.
do bisexual either, right? Yeah, Mrs. Barber. You no, so nothing.
I don't do anything unless I want to. I'm not
But you
a
call
label.
Rico a faggot, though.
Are you bisexual?
Right.
I'm not a label. I'm
But
not
you
gonna
call
say I'm
Rico a
straight.
faggot, though.
I'm not gonna say I'm bisexual. I'm not a label.
But
No
Mama, did you
label.
hear the
What
question?
people don't understand,
Okay,
no
okay,
Did you
label.
hear the question, Mama? Did you
I
hear the
got lost
question?
here.
I'm not a label.
What James said was, okay, baby. What James said was, but you called Rico the F word.
Okay, that was what 20 years ago. We
Yeah,
ain't gonna
you
keep
just
focusing
did.
on
No,
that.
you call
No
Rico a
matter
faggot
what it
today.
is, and we not gonna
You
go
called
on that
him
kind of
a
thing.
baby
Well, I'm a
earlier.
faggot, I'm a dicky dyke. So he a fag and I'm a dyke. Now what's
That's
the difference?
inflammatory,
It
baby.
don't,
So
it
there's
don't
also
matter.
that's a
I'm
that's a
putting
label
myself
too.
in
Though.
that-
It's labels.
So
It's a
let's get the focus.
label.
Let's get the
Yeah.
focus off of Rico. Put it on Serena.
I'm putting it on
Put
you.
it on me, nigga. I'm
putting
a willing to die for my son. Put it on me. It ain't on Rico. Put it on me, nigga. I'm a dyke.
Okay.
See, I'm a real one when it come to that shit. We ain't gonna keep focusing on my child. He a
But
fag, I'm a dyke. So at the same time,
So what
if
are we
he-
talking
I'm
about, really? Because that's
I'm
what
a
I
dyke.
said.
So what's
That's what
the
I said,
difference?
Serena.
So what's the difference? So
Okay,
why is we going on to the same
listen.
thing? We
I don't know why you came back up here, Serena, because that's what I said. I called you a lesbian and he's a fag. So why are we up here again?
I muted you for a moment, Mama, because I want you to listen, baby. Welcome to the panel, Jay Wilson.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm
there.
lost.
Give me
You guys
1
want to hear a
second.
little bit more?
So,
Hey, Pastor.
Mama Rico, I muted
Hey,
your mic only because I wanted you to listen. We are respecting the fact that you don't want a label. And James has acknowledged that, and we all acknowledge
A
that.
little bit more. I give you guys
It's
some
a safe place, especially for LGBTQIA. But what we're saying is, sweetheart, is that we're respecting the fact that you don't want a label as a lesbian, as a bisexual, as anything. You're a human being. But you gave Rico a label when you said the F word, and it wasn't a long time ago, sweetie. You just called him the F word a few minutes ago. That's what we're saying, sweetheart. So that's what we're addressing. Welcome to the panel, Shelly. Welcome to the panel, Jay Wilson. What would you
I'm
guys
gonna hear
like to
this
add?
part with Jay Wilson real quick because I felt. Oh wait.
Go ahead.
I found it interesting that he's on the platform after wanting to flush Kimmy. That's all I'm saying. But I'll listen. It's found it interesting. For $250.
Thank you for letting me come on. And again, I heard what was said last night, and I respect Rico's mother. I don't have a problem with his mother. Really have a problem with Rico. And I can respect her. And I knew this was going to happen because, again, I thought people overly shared. But again, I agree with Spill It Boy. You don't like labels, but you just labeled somebody else. So I think that's where the problem lies. But I'm going to let Shelly speak. I just wanted to bring that out because I think Rico thought I was going to talk about his mom and come for his mom and all of that stuff. And to be honest, I like his mom. I think she need her own channel and do her own thing. But anyway, that's my opinion. So I'm going to let Shelly talk. And if y'all want me, if you want me to be flushed, give Kimmy $300 if you want me to flush.
Can I say this?
Kimmy,
I don't
want
wanna.
Well, Mama. Jay Wilson, see, the difference is that I
I'm
would
over
never
here, y'all, and I get it.
me. So you offered to flush me for $250 when I'm a fellow content creator and I give you nothing but respect. There's no amount of
but Kimmy, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I don't have any qualms about it, and I don't get upset about it. But I got it. And if you don't, that's fine. I mean, I'm good with that, Kimmy. I'm fine. If you don't, that's fine. I mean, I'm good with it.
All right, so y'all heard it. And Jay Wilson and I don't have no problems, but y'all heard it. Okay, but I don't flush people. No amount of money could get me to disrespect him in that way. Okay, all right. Rico's mama.
Kimmy's a good woman.
Mama Rico.
Yeah, we here.
Okay, did she get a
I'm
chance to
here.
hear James and Jay Wilson's
you, Carl.
response?
Yes, ma'am. So all I gotta say.
Wait, just calm down.
No, I
Calm
know
down
how
and
to
let
act.
them.
Yeah, I'm
He
not
asked
playing
the
much more of this
question.
because I need to get into
But
some other
my
commentary.
question
but
is, y'all keep
talk-
focusing. I call him a faggot. That was in 1990s. I'm a dyke. I'm dealing with a 32-year-old. That's my son. So at the same time, I'm a dyke. So I'm a label. Call me a dyke. Now we done with that conversation.
But is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing for you? But is that a bad thing for you? I don't know who you are, but is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing for you because you may like a woman and a man? Does that make you a bad person?
I guess so.
She don't remember she said it.
She does not remember. She just
She
said
doesn't
it.
remember that she said it. She was in the middle of arguing with Kim. She don't remember she said it.
They not living my motherfucking life. I don't really.
And the reason that she don't remember she said it because she say it all the fucking time.
She just said it. Rico,
Bitch, who gives a fuck what the fuck you talking about, you fat ass bitch?
I said what I said.
I said what the fuck I said. And I said what the fuck I said. Anyway,
and y'all just the fuck alike. Like I said, two fucking
like I
drunks.
said, bitch, and I can
Two goddamn drunks. Shut up.
Drunk, and you a faggot, bitch. Bitch, your family ain't even like you.
See, I don't have
Your
a problem with that.
family ain't even like you, bitch.
I am.
So we in the same boat. We're in the same boat.
I'm not lowly.
About your
I'm
life,
not
and
nothing
she
like
called
y'all.
you a fag. So again, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, that's the mama.
You had to go to a
her
house.
bulldagger brought her back up here, didn't it?
If you want to talk about it,
Just
you
like
had to go
you,
to a
it
fag
brought you back up
I
here,
never been
didn't
into a gay house.
Didn't it?
I never been into a gay house because my mother accepted me. Your mother and your family
again, I'll
accepted
say
me.
it again.
That's how
You
you not
needed
know
to
about
go
a
into
gay
a
house.
gay house, and
So
so
at least
did your
my
mother.
family accept me, bitch.
You
My family
and your
accept
mother
me,
need
bitch.
gay
Whether you like it or
parents.
not.
Both of you.
You had to go to a faggot gay house and make it as your lane for gay fags like yourself and people that denounce.
So you
their
telling my
family.
story?
I
You
don't
telling
have
my
to
story
do
backwards
that.
again?
I
So we're gonna
never
lie
been
about
that.
me? We're gonna lie
I
about
never
me? I like the conversation better when we talk about you molested your stepsister. I like that conversation better. I like that conversation better. And that horrible
layered, y'all. This
not
is
paying
layered.
attention to how you were going and touching on other people's motherfucking kids. I like that conversation better.
I just say chill on it. I just want to look for a decent conversation because I'm gonna be out of here. Y'all ain't gonna never hear from me again. If that's what my son like, it's like the old school said, if you like it, I love it. I don't entertain shit like this because it's really stupid.
Okay, so mama, this is the part the conversation went left, but let me tell you, you
Yes,
been saying that you called him that a long time ago. You just
And I'm a dyke. And I just said I'm a dyke.
Mama, let her
okay, so
talk.
let's just leave that there. Let's just leave that there because we're not going to move the conversation.
Stop it.
Oh no. I just was gonna say that this is layered. You guys make sure that you go to my community wall, and I also dropped that link in the chat. Please check it out. There was a lot of things that was said, and I will be covering a part of this again tomorrow because I find it I might cover it tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll get through as much as I can, but I want to say this. Jay Wilson wanting to flush Kimmy. I'm just kind of tired of the whole let's do anything for money. I know that Kimmy, she considered Jay Wilson somebody. I mean, she likes Jay Wilson, and you guys, I think she did the right thing by not flushing Jay Wilson. Would you guys have flushed Jay Wilson? I don't know. Go ahead, Octavius. Thank you. Hey, Maverick.
Mother dropped off, but I thought that him and both he and Jay Wilson made very valid points. They made very valid points.
Let me hear the last.
See, you can't even have a conversation, Kimmy, because he's really angry. And this is the thing, no one really is against Rico, but Rico will come here and say things about people, and then when people clap back, he becomes the victim. And again, even with his mom, him talking about I was going to say something about her, I said nothing. First of all, You know, I thought she was quite kind of entertaining,
I
but
agree, Nikki.
again, people share too much. No one tells you to come and click this link and share this and that. You do that because you
I
want
don't
to.
give a fuck
And
about
then
my kids. I
then
don't
when
care
you
about
and then when somebody clap
I don't
back, then
care
you play
about
the victim. But anyway, I'm here for your mother because I think she's entertaining and I think she's a person
I
who I
don't
can
care
talk
about
to
none of that
because I think she's a grown
no,
woman.
Woo! Don't
Oh
you
my
shut the
God.
fuck up.
Oh my God, I can't play all of this.
That's not Rico. That's not Rico.
Yeah, I'm listening to his mom.
Okay.
But no.
So Mrs. Rico, are you here, dear?
Yeah, I'm here.
Mama Rico. Okay. So
Yeah, I'm
Jay,
here.
what was your question or conversation for Mama? Then I want to
You know, it seems like you're rational and it seems like you can have a conversation. And I was just, you know, really,
Agreed.
you know, how did you even find your way on here? And Kimmy, you got
Because
somebody doxing in your live.
in my
by the
chat.
way.
I'll
But
get it.
if you're gonna do that again, put my whole title if you're gonna do that.
I got it, Jay Wilson. I got it.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So,
how
Mama,
I came in the conversation, I'm gonna answer this question.
Yeah,
My son, listen,
about it.
won't you shut the fuck up and let me
Because I'm
talk?
tired of motherfuckers spreading
Yeah.
lies on me. You not a content creator. Motherfuckers gonna be talking about me.
Damn, I don't know, y'all. I don't think it's entertaining.
So I think
go
that's
ahead.
Jay Wilson's point, though.
I
didn't have me
don't
come on here. He didn't have me come on here. I came in here on my own when the other, I don't know, the other
We
panel
was on Pizarro last
yesterday, and they got left out of here. They talking about the gays and about what's right and wrong. So I came in, told my son I want to just comment on that. I ain't think it'll go left like that. I'm too grown for all that. I ain't got to prove myself
Well,
to
but
the
it
world.
seems like people have a problem with who they are.
I agree,
And
Benzo.
again, it
No, I
comes
don't
to
have
a
no
religious
problem.
thing.
We comfortable
Okay.
with who we are. And that's the point that I'm making. At least we comfortable with who we are. A lot of motherfuckers not gonna be comfortable with who they are, and they hide behind closets. Like you said, everybody wear a motherfucking mask. So it ain't no motherfucking different. We open with ours, and a lot of people not gonna be open with a motherfucking lifestyle or what they lifestyle is.
Okay.
At least we true with ours.
But the major conversation was again,
I agree, Tyrone.
was it wrong? And again, it took a biblical context, but that's neither here nor there. But
No,
again,
we ain't talking about biblical. We talking about
but we have people on
I'm gonna
here
just play this little piece and I'm gonna stop.
grappling with that and thinking that they are rejected or something is wrong with them. And again, everybody doesn't agree with that.
Let him say what he got to say first.
I'm done. I just said everybody doesn't agree with that. That's all.
All right. So, you know, I thought he brought up a really good point, which was that, you know, no matter what, if you share a bit or overshare, then it's going to become somebody's content, no matter what. Shelly, what would you like to add, baby?
Oh, wait. Let me just hear this last part.
Hello to everybody.
Just last little piece. I want to see what Shelly had to say. Then let's stop it. I'll get some commentary on it. You guys got to check it out over there. But just want to see her greeting. If that's okay.
Right.
And then I'm done with it. Not because it's a lot there, and this is a 5-hour live stream. But what I find interesting is the dynamic between Rico and his mom. I don't find it entertaining. I can't imagine telling my child to shut the F up. I don't find that entertaining.
On the panel, I just want to say something really brief, and then because
right, Maverick.
I don't know, like I saw Honest Row put like this live is lit. I don't know if I would use that word to describe.
Okay, let's go ahead and
right here. But what I will say is that
you wanted me to stop it.
Oh yeah, because if she's gonna just talk about, I wanted to hear a point of view on it, but I haven't seen this really. Okay, let's see what she says next. She's the only one. Okay, let's see what she says.
you can be as honest and as open as you want to be. We
Oh, this
all
is
have
good.
free
Okay,
will to
that's
do
good.
that. But you have to know that people are going to take your truth and they're going to use it and they're going to throw it right back up in your face.
Yep.
And where I'm
This
concerned,
is a good point.
I genuinely care about Rico. So I'm not getting any pleasure off the stuff that I'm hearing. It's sad, honestly, it is.
Right, Nikki?
But for me, I don't have a dog. I got a cat. I barely want to put Marley on YouTube.
Okay, I'm good on that. I'm good on
because
that.
I know
Okay.
what people will do.
Okay, so I can get some commentary on that now. Woo, you guys. Thank you so much, Octavius. You got any opinion on that? Watching that?
I watched it, and
Good morning, David.
I lost a cousin this year.
Sorry to
who
hear
was
that.
homosexual to HIV complications.
Sorry to hear that.
And I do know the struggles that people in that community go through. He was molested at a young age, at 9 years old, and dealing with those type of tendencies and difficulties of having urges that are, for the most part, not normal, but were forced upon him, and dealing with the ridicule of being that way when that's how he was formed, regardless of whatever happened. And I'm more sensitive to people using slurs against people in the LGBT community more than ever after losing my cousin, because at every event, he would be the one, the most excited one, the most passionate one in the family. Like if someone's crying, everybody's eyes would be dry, but it would be him crying, you know what I'm saying? Or him celebrating at a wedding and something like that. And the thing is, I think even if you are part of that community, I think you still need to be sensitive to that word, because I think, for some people, they feel as if, it's a lot of self-loathing dealing with that, with the fact that you're not normal like other people, and dealing with those struggles, those tendencies, and someone calling you epithet, or the F word, or whatever it is, that is it's reprehensible. It's just reprehensible, because a lot of people did not choose this way. Either they've had these tendencies, or from birth, or they were introduced to certain activities at a young age, and it was forced upon them. So I think people need to be more sensitive, even people in that community, about using those type of epithets, even amongst each other.
Yeah, I don't like it. Good night, Summer Breeze. Scrappy. Oh, how y'all met at the little wooden doll? I'm sorry about I don't know what's going on with y'all, man. It's Scrappy. I'm very sensitive to words like that, even though we all know that in beef, I did use that word, but I listening to the dialogue, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't find it entertaining. I do think that Rico's mom could have, if she had a channel, I would subscribe because of how open she is. But there is a lot of things in that live stream, you guys, that I didn't even play, as far as talking about. It was just a really personal stream. I could see her being a blogger. Rico, she got a son who is living a lifestyle, who has a status. I feel that with that status, it's very stigmatized. I would love to listen to 504 Girl, and I would love to invite her for a talk on that. You can live with this. I don't like speaking on that because I'm just not well versed enough in it.
Yeah, you can live with it. I know a lot
Johnny
about
said
it.
she don't need a channel. Okay.
Yeah, you can live with it. I know a lot about it. I have a friend that lives with it, and they live in very healthy. They're undetectable. And long as they take their medications every day, it's like I think they take like 2 pills, they'll be fine, and they can live undetectable. They get into a place where they're not even suffering the complications like they did years ago. They have to take the super cocktail. And so like I say that to say, I think people need to be more versed on how HIV transmissions happen. It usually comes from the receiver of the semen. That's how it's transmitted for the most part. It is the chances of a man contracting HIV from a woman is 1 in 2,500. So you would have to have sex with 2,500 women vaginally in order to transmit it. And this is facts. And like I was watching a stream today, the Saint in the Center, and they was talking about a woman who lives with it, who contracted from a white man who was living on a DL and transmitted it to her. And she is in a relationship right now with someone who is negative, who never had the disease, and they are living a healthy sexual life, pretty much doing it all. And there's no transmission to the man. So I think so a lot of times what it is intravenous needles, those that are the receiver of the semen, usually. Also, I talked with a doctor who was a friend of mine. He talked about how the lining of the vagina, called the mucosa, it actually protects the man from certain diseases. Like
so we have a mucosa. Why does that sound like a drink?
I know, right? Yeah, so it's I think the 2022 version of HIV is good, but I think going beyond that now, where did my cousin go wrong? Party life. A lot of gay men are participating in party life, drugs.
Was it drugs? Have you heard of chemsex?
Yes, I heard of that. Yes.
See, you learn some things over dealing with misunderstood fool.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly. They used to do that in the 90s during the crack era.
We still, but they also call it that with meth.
Yeah.
Carry on. Oh,
yeah.
I don't drink, y'all. So mimosa. What was that word you used? Mucosa.
Mucosa, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Mucosa, mimosa, damn. See, like you need both to go hand in hand. Shit. Yeah. Ronnie says a lot of gays are into drugs. I know that from my friend. He was into that. Meth is a party drug, y'all. So I didn't know that people. I can't imagine partying on crack cocaine, Tracy. I can't imagine partying on crack cocaine because you look like. I mean, now I'm not trying to put one drug over another, but meth gives you like the sense of euphoria, speed. So chemsex is definitely a thing. Don't go trying that shit. It's gonna mess up your regular sex life. But and if you're into the alternative lifestyle type things, there, you do have the HIV factor, hepatitis, and stuff like that. And I'm just really grateful that I was never into that, but I definitely could have been. So I'm just grateful. Hey, Bams. Hey.
What is that? Is that and also in conjunction with not taking your medicine?
That's right too. I forgot.
Because they get so much into the party life. And
hold on 1 second, Octavius. I want to do a quick disclaimer. You guys, I did not see all of Kimmy's live stream. I'm not complimenting or putting anyone down. I seen a piece of it and I will watch the rest later. So please don't think I'm condoning any behavior with his mom. I didn't see it all. And like I said before, it's layered. Go ahead, Octavius. Good night, Summer Breeze.
Yeah, it's pretty much the lifestyle and like how my cousin was. It was the lifestyle in conjunction with the drugs, the party lifestyle constantly. Like he would go out on a Tuesday. Like he was the turn up king. You know what I'm saying? So he would always go out on parties and stuff like that. Participate in drug activities. And I think, pretty much I think they get to a point where they just forget to do daily regimens of it. And then what happens is it can get so far with the disease where it starts to attack certain organs. and certain cancers start to come up because the immune system has gotten so low. And by that time, they do go to the doctor to try to get on their regimen. You have organ damage. So a lot of times it was like either
Oh,
heart issues or lung issues, and that's pretty much how he met his demise.
wow. Octavius, and I do thank you for my cousin Tracy. I'm still off and on crying. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for whatever you guys are going through. Hopefully this isn't traumatizing you. I know that there's a lot going on. Octavius, I'm not sure how you deal with all of the stuff that you deal with. And, you know, you're supportive online, and then you got your own family stuff that's going on. And I just really see that you're a really, really solid guy. You just really
I appreciate being up here. I just been working, and I know you've been going live real late, so
you know what? I go live late because I'm trying to balance everything. I enrolled back into my, I don't know if you remember when I was doing this online sobriety class thing. I re-enrolled just because I'm nervous right now, and I have my kids all day and I'm driving for hours, so I go on late hoping people catch the replay. But I've been able to catch a couple of your streams, and there's just been a lot that's going on. But I just wanted to take the time to say thank you, because you have stood solid in some really you've just been there, and I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
When you talk about your cousin, it's like you got this stuff going on. I remember you took some hits. You were falsely accused of being a Pedialyte and stuff like that, and you stood there.
Yeah, they're reigniting that accusation, and now they actually since this Saida is using my name and calling me Factavius on her panel.
Oh yeah, let's not mention her name on the platform. But
no, I'm just saying. But
I get it. Yeah, but that you're not. I think it's childish, and we're talking about. Isn't she like over 50 or something like that?
Yeah. But what it is, I'm gonna I'm just gonna announce it here. I'm actually sue for defamation because it's getting too out of hand, and this is a woman that goes in the beef sector to get subs and whatnot, but she's also using homosexual slurs herself. So that needs to be put out, and it's also from what I found out, it's also a hate crime to falsely accuse a person of a lifestyle that they don't participate in.
I didn't know that. Okay, I see Tracy saying it's a hate crime. I'm sorry for y'all lost. I understand, Miss Bams, you lost somebody, and you're in Miss Bams over there in the T sector. I'm sorry for you guys lost. I really am. I'm sorry about that.
I lost my cousin about 2 months ago.
Sorry, condolences to you.
To deal with, rest in peace, Tiffany Draper. Rest in peace, Cookie Tookie, and all of the people that have lost a loved one. My condolences to you guys. That's why I'm trying to hold on, and there's a lot of nonsense going on out there. But let me stay focused. Octavius, I didn't know that was a hate crime.
Yeah,
and I think it's cruel, and we have all of these things, you guys. The LGBTQIA community goes through enough, and to accuse a straight person of being a part of that community not only is a mockery to the people really going through that struggle, but it's hateful, and it's trying to cause using the LGBTQIA struggle against a straight person, and it's all just really twisted, demonic, and evil.
Yeah, and it's also trying to get a person to go into rage and say some awful things themselves. So I think that's the best. The courts are the best way to handle things like this, because
calling you a pedophile.
And it was on the same panel. They called me that, and then also trying to say that there was evidence.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Bounds. You're not from the T sector. I was thinking somebody else. Ms. Bounds is from the Kanika Jenkins sector. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just saying that there was.
Sorry about that, Bounds.
Yeah, just now they're trying to reignite and saying there's evidence that I did so. Now, when that all happened, I did say this. I said it's going to be a person that's going to go missing on this app. After a while, because it was a crime that was committed over there on that man's panel, and I'm going to mention his name. And the only person that's missing is the one K guy. You know what I'm talking about. and it's rumored that it's rumored that he's in jail. You know, so you know, if somebody probably took a fall for that, I don't know, but I said a couple of months somebody's gonna go missing off YouTube. We haven't seen this guy. But I'm going to have to step down right now and go in the chat.
I appreciate you, Octavius. Yeah. And, you know, my condolences again. Just stay strong, hang in there, do what you got to do. You know, what I find, because I'm going to be touching bases on a content creator later, but okay, I lost Octavius. But I'm going to say this anyway. When somebody's making you their commentary and you know how many people have come over here, said things about me, try to bait me into a fight just so they can go on and on and on about shit. Octavius does have to deal with it in a legal way, but I try my best not to feed into it. I find it just, if I'm your commentary, take that L, and thank you guys for the subs. All right. What's good, Kinzu?
Chilling. I was in there watching this. I was actually on earlier. Hold on. I got background noise. I was actually on another panel earlier, kind of talking about this subject as well.
Well, can you kill your background noise, please?
Yeah,
sorry. Carry-on says this is a tough time of year for a lot of people already. Some holidays aren't as bright and happy as they used to be the older we get. All right, rest in peace to those we've lost recently, and hope things get better for all. Carry-on, I agree. It's a tough time of year. It is a tough time of year. Let me bring up Rodney, and then Rodney, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, I'm gonna let Kinzu finish his thought, and then welcome right after that.
Yeah, I was just saying I was on the panel earlier. Actually, Rodney was on there too as well. We were discussing, you know, a lot of this, and it is crazy how the communities, they get like the fact that, like I was saying earlier, the fact that we create these communities create the differences. It creates the division, because the fact I have to say I'm a straight male can trigger someone else. You know, the fact that someone say, "Oh, that there may be a transgender," it's gonna trigger somebody else, and a lot of these things. That's how a lot of the mental illnesses, in my opinion, and a lot of the drug abuse and stuff. That's how a lot of that stuff comes into play, because they go into a place of hiding almost. It's like, it's almost like everybody has an opinion on their lifestyle. And because of that, people usually, they try to hide that factor about themselves, that aspect about themselves, and use that as a like escape, like almost like an escape route. And then next thing you know, they're overboard with it, and you know, they're screaming out for help for things that you may not know, like, you know, the drug thing and the party life and stuff like that. And it just comes from in my opinion, oversaturation of being in that environment, but then not also being able to be open with their families and open with their friends or whatever. So they hide that, and then they just find they confide and they hide within their own shame sometimes. And it ain't even shame of themselves, it's the shame that people put on them, in my opinion.
Interesting thought. Hey, Rodney.
Hey, Misunderstood. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. Well, as of tonight, I see clearly that you have to choose and your words wisely, and this is why I don't like, you know, talking mostly about the LBGT community and what I have went through, because it's people. I don't understand why people would get offended of the things that I've went through and the things that I observed. You know, my opinion is my opinion. You might have something different, a different experience, you know, but don't attack me for my opinion and what I believe, you know, and for, you know, and when you talk, it seems to be, you know, a sensitive a subject, but you know, it always causes you know, chaos.
What do you think about the dialogue with Rico and his mom? I seen your comment saying she don't need a channel and stuff like that. Do you feel that as a mom or as a parent, maybe she's just no, I didn't see the whole stream, okay, but I heard part of it. Do you feel that she's struggling with her son's sexuality?
I believe she's struggling with a lot of things. First off, she seemed like she's trying to be more Rico's friend than his mom. You see what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, I'm not trying to talk about his mother. I like Rico, but the things that came out of that lady's mouth, you can tell a lot about her in my opinion, in what she's, about. Because she came, she has disrespected Rico a couple of times up on the panel, and it was just a really sad live all the way around. It was just insane.
Wow, I agree, and even the little that I listened to it, I still had to listen to it in parts. I think that Kimmy did an amazing job on that live stream. I feel that she asked some very relevant questions, and Mova came in. Bam, there was a lot that went on. But the dialogue and the shut the fuck up, I can't really imagine having that relationship with my children. Now, if Rico is 32, the mom had him around 18 years of age. So,
Oh yeah, I understand. I believe Jay Dunn got a problem, because the more I try to be quiet, it seemed like the more she was trying to come at me, and
what was this?
and
I was getting pissed off. She was coming
yeah,
at me.
it was ridiculous.
I didn't see any of it. I've been away, y'all, up in the mountains. Sorry about the
And
song.
so, well, she came. I feel like,
Where did you encounter Jay Dunn? Because I know that Jay Dunn went through some stuff from being,
okay, this is where. Okay, go ahead, Misunderstood.
No, I was just saying that. Where did you? Because I would think that you and Jay Dunn would be on the same team.
No, I guess she didn't like the fact that what I was saying about transgender women. And so, and I said, I feel like in my experience, I wouldn't hang out with most of them, because I feel like most of them are, very messy, and they keep crap going, like for example, I use Cherry the Boom. I would never hang out with Cherry the Boom, because Cherry the Boom has a bad reputation all over social media. Every time you see Cherry the Boom, she's in drama. She's talking about somebody. She's dragging somebody. It's never nothing positive that she has to say when she's on her live platform. When I see her, but T.S. Madison, I will hang out with T.S. somebody transgender likes T.S. Madison, because she's way more positive, and before. She's way more positive than Cherry the Boom.
Right.
And I said, and like I said, all of them are not messy. They're just my experience and my and my observing. And so Jay Dunn got up there and was saying that I was, kept saying they, and I was trying to, like they was just
we was tiptoeing around the subject.
Yeah, I was trying to we was tiptoeing, because
we didn't want to say nothing messed up, and then she went off on you because you said, "Oh, I apologize, girl." And she went off on you. And I'm like sitting there,
and I kept saying it to piss her off.
I'm like, hold on, wait a second.
I kept saying it to piss her off, because she was getting on my nerves. And so she said, and so I said, well, Jay Dunn, what word should I use, to address, transgender? She said, well, the transgender community. I was like, did you just hear what you said? When you say community, honey, you separating it. It's not a community. It's not the gay community. It's not the lesbian community. It's not the transgender community. It's all of us is together, So you still separating it when you say community, and she couldn't understand that.
I miss all of that, and I think that there's so many other issues. Rodney was so nice, respectful. There's so many other issues that I within the community, and I just think the semantic thing is overdoing it.
And so, and the more I try to just let it go, you know, she just kept coming at me, and so it was a long pause. I thought we got over it, and out of the blue sky, she wanted to start mocking me. And so I said, okay. And so when Shelly started talking, Shelly was saying, you know, too. So I was repeating what Shelly was saying, you know, when she was saying, you know, and so it went from there again. And so we got back into an argument. And I'm like, and so at that point, I feel like,
you know,
yeah. When she started, yeah. And so I kept saying,
right.
And so anyway, at that point, I feel like Shelly should have dropped her. Now Shelly can run a platform the way she want to run it. That's fine. But at that point, when she started with me again, I feel like Shelly should have dropped her, not me, because I left it alone.
Yeah, you did not.
I get it.
I was there.
So Shelly dropped you from her platform?
Yeah, she dropped me for a few minutes.
Oh, to get the conversation going.
Yeah, to get it back on track.
I see.
Cause I cussed her out. I did. I cussed her out.
Rodney. Rodney.
I had to come at her too, and then I was about to get dropped. So
she was coming at Ken too. She was coming at Ken Sue. I guess she was coming at him, and I'm like, J Dunn is something wrong with her mind. It's something. She has some type of mental problem. She does. She had, at all jokes aside, she has some type of mental problem.
You guys, I didn't see the stream, so these are their opinions. I don't have a dog in this fight, okay? How you doing, Yami? Yami, what's going on with you? What's slapping? But Rodney, so okay, but Tracy said, but you had to hear J Dunn acting psycho. Yeah. Wow, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Tiffany said he had every right to curse her out. He apologized twice, and she kept coming for him.
Yeah, that is what happened. And she kept coming for him because he said girl to her, and then she came at me because I'm like, well.
But why did that make her upset?
He naturally.
Well, that's just how we talk.
That's why I said he naturally was saying it. He wasn't calling her like girl like that. He was just saying
right, exactly.
I wasn't saying it directly to her. And then she kept going, I'm not your girl. I'm not your girl. And I'm like, he's not calling you a girl. He just said it, and then you even apologize for saying it the first time and the second time.
Okay, she's gonna speak for herself. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna let. I'm not sure what happened. J Dunn has the right to respond.
I'm not. I don't want to. Don't let her up here because I'm dropping down. If you let her up here, I don't want to talk to her. I don't. I really don't. Damn her.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to hear her side. Do you want to come back after?
Yeah. I can come back, but I'm not finna. Go back and forth with her. She wants to get loud and confrontational, and I'm over that. I'm over it. Okay. I don't want to talk to her.
Okay.
I'll leave. I'll be in the chats.
Okay, she's gonna respond, and I understand. I'll hear her side, and then I don't have a dog in this fight. Okay. Oh, okay. He took off. Okay, Kinzu, I don't want to back and forth. J Dunn is gonna have. She has the right to respond. J Dunn, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Welcome.
Hey, wow. Well, thank you.
I didn't see the stream. I didn't
find it funny that I was just listening while I was getting ready to go to sleep, and I just hear my name from these same gentlemen. If this stream is not about me, then don't make it about me. And then don't say that I can't come up here while y'all up here making it about me.
I wasn't there. My thoughts, if you were listening, was on Rico and his mom, and then we got into the LGBTQIA community. So, J Dunn, let me ask you this, because there was something I heard. Mm-hmm. So, using the word girl, what is that not the right terminology to use towards a lesbian woman?
The way that he said it, there were adults on that platform There were other women up there, and he referenced them as women. But when it came to me, I had to be the girl. Meanwhile, he referenced all of those men as men, and he didn't reference anybody as a boy. That's the difference. When there are adults up there having an adult conversation, the nerve of you to reference me as a girl, because I'm not your girl. And that's what I told him. I'm not your girl. I'm not your child. I'm not your daughter. I'm an adult woman just like anybody else up on the panel. So if he's going to address everybody else with respect, he's going to do the same thing for me. And he got pissed off that I told him that. But I still stand firm in it.
Okay, let me ask this, and I'm just asking. I'm just learning something here. So when you hear the guys from the community, or when people say like child or girl, or and this guys calling each other girl, is that appropriate for the guys? And you just don't refer to women as girl? I'm confused.
Well, what I noticed was that wasn't the lingo that he used towards any of the women until I got up there. That's what I noticed, the difference in that.
Were you guys in back and forth?
No, we were on a discussion with Shelly.
And then, oh, that's right, she was having that stream today. I forgot about that.
Correct.
Okay.
So everybody had been talking for easily about a half hour, 40 minutes before I even clicked the link. And everybody else was able to be, huh?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. When you click, because I didn't see the stream, and I apologize. So I'm kind of taken aback. When you click the link, it was to participate in the conversation, and you were referred to as a girl.
Correct, because the thing that he was saying when I got up there, he was speaking about the trans community, and almost as if they are not really associated with the community because they are the T in the LGBT. And the way that he was speaking, it gave this sense of how white people refer to us as you people, those ones, them ones, those over there. The way that he was speaking was making me feel like he was trying to isolate them from the community. And so when I got up there, the first thing that I even said was, well, how are we going to isolate them from the community, because they are part of the community too? It seems like you saying you people and them as if they are not a part of the community. And so that's when he was like, girl, whatever, hush, girl. Then he apologized the first time he said girl, and I let that slide. That's what they not telling you. I let it slide. Then he turned around and got pissed off again, and I was the second girl. Okay, I'm not your girl. Then he apologized for that one. Then by that point, I was pissed off because you done said it twice already up on this broadcast. Then once I raised hell about it, then he was like, I'm sorry, girl. Then after that, he apologized the third time. Then the next time I was a bitch. Meanwhile, if I had called him the F word that rhymes with maggot, he would have had a hissy fit. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to be a gay man and you don't want me to call you certain things, when I tell your ass, don't call me shit, don't you call me shit.
But he didn't.
Okay, just so you know, I don't. Oh, Kins, let me read this. And J Doug, Kins was gonna chime in. Let me read this to you now. So Ronnie's disagreeing. Fox says people get confused about the correct pronouns, as do I. I'm still learning them. So when somebody tells me what pronouns to use, I'm not good with the pronouns either. So I do tend to ask. Tiffany says she clicked the link and came for him for referring to transgenders as them or they. So
that's what I just said. That's what I just said. Misunderstood.
Right. But that's what I was saying. That was kind of the topic we were talking about prior to you coming there. With the fact that we have to tiptoe around what to call a person.
Well, if you work in the HR department, if you're in the corporate world, you do have to learn pronouns now, and
right.
A lot of us are older, and so like my children are learning it. Which is why I'm putting them in private school. But the pronouns is interesting, and I'm gonna just say this: the pronouns matter. Okay,
they do matter, but I'm just saying what we were saying prior to that is everybody. You can't objectively think that way. You have to subjectively think that way. Like I know Like this is how the actual conversation came up.
But can I just say this? I don't think Rodney and Jada, I'm not discrediting you. I actually agree with what you're saying with the pronouns and the them and they. When do we use them and they?
Meanwhile, it was trans. There were trans people on the panel as well. Let me just say
Did they
that.
say anything about the pronouns, you guys? When do we use them and they?
No,
Rodney, I know that Rodney wasn't trying to attack anyone, but it got out of hand. But when do you use them and they, y'all? And Kinzu, I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me let Kinzu finish, and then Jay Dunn, you got the mic.
So basically, what was said was I was using the reference that I know transgender people, like a transgender female, who is I guess you would call a top. And she would get offended if you called her a girl. You see what I'm saying? So it's so. Just,
what did you say about a top? What?
She's into men. She's into women still. She still has her parts. So if I was to call her a girl, she would get offended. And I was saying, so there's some that get offended. There's some that don't. So you would have to literally. That's what we were talking about.
But what confused me is in this community, I hear girl a lot, but I hear the guys referencing guys sometimes as girl if the person was transgender. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, but see, that's not the context, and let me let you know the reason why I was so late joining the platform, Kinzu, is because I read ball to the beginning to make sure that I heard everything that was discussed before I click a link, because it's a pet peeve of mine when people click a link and jump in the middle of a conversation before they heard everything that was said before. Now, whenever I got up there, Rodney was speaking.
You cut out. Jada, can you hear Kinzu?
Mute. I can't hear her.
Her mute button is not hit, but maybe she cut out for a second. So, Jada, are you there?
Smith.
Jada, we couldn't hear you. You cut out. Can you say what you were saying? Well, maybe she needs to drop down and come back because I can't hear her and I want to hear what she's saying.
Okay, let me get my laptop.
Okay, that's fine.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, now I can hear you. So we missed everything you just said.
Oh, so I said the context matters because I redballed from the beginning of the live to hear what everybody has said before I even clicked the link. My issue was that Rodney was up there speaking about trans people and said, well, they are, they the ones, they messy and they the messy ones. And, they messy and the ones I done came across is messy and they do these things and I don't fool with them and all this kind of stuff. And that's what I found offensive because I'm like, they are a part of this discussion too. How you gonna single them out? Talk about they messy. Black people messy. Gay people messy. Lesbians messy. Trans people messy. Everybody messy. But you talk about they messy. And they messy and they do this and and them and that. Don't nobody have time for that.
But he did say in his experiences, so maybe he's had some bad experiences with that community. When you're using
so then he need to specify those people he had a bad experience with. He cannot generalize.
It sounds
he cannot generalize trans people for the experience that he had.
Okay, let me ask you this: in a sentence, when you're speaking, and he's using a sentence, and you're speaking about a group of people, what else could he have said besides them or they? When you say,
well, that's what I told him. I said that he could say that he had a bad experience with the trans community.
But
because that was supposed to be
okay. Rodney said
but that was supposed. Well, I mean, the live is still up. I'm not lying. Just like whenever you thought that I was lying about something that happened over here on your platform, misunderstood, and all I did was go and get the timestamp to show you I wasn't lying. I ain't got to lie about what happened on Shirley's platform.
I'm not saying you lying. I'm just reading the chat. Tiffany said he clearly said the ones he came in contact with. So he's talking about the ones that he came in contact with, saying that they were messy.
No, he just said they as a generalization, but either way, it was trans people that was up on that panel. Natasha Milan is a trans person who was
Oh,
up on
Natasha
the
was
panel.
on the platform. Okay, I gotta watch
Yes,
it. I gotta watch
yes,
it.
yes. And so it's like if this is supposed to be an all exclusive or an all inclusive discussion, then let's not be like they, them, and they, and all this, because then I could have easily used isolated lingo about the gay men that was up there, but I didn't do that.
He might be coming to have a conversation with you. Maybe y'all can work this out. I
don't care to work anything out with him, but I just heard him up here talking about me. Yeah, I heard him up here talking. And look here, I'm everywhere. I got internet connectivity just like anybody else. So please don't bring me up if it's not about me.
I'm not trying to find peace. Y'all can have a conversation. I'm sorry about that, y'all, because y'all be saying I be trying to be a peacemaker.
Hey, misunderstood. I'm talking to you. This is exactly what I said when I came up on Sheila's platform. I address the experience that I've saw and I've had with transgender. I didn't say all transgender people was like that. In my opinion, I say the majority of them because of what I experienced. I'm just talking, and I said that, you know, other people might have different experience, but I'm just talking about my personal experience, you know. And, you know, I hate to be fucking lied on. I really do.
Do you think it could be a misunderstanding with the words, Rodney? Now again, I'm gonna watch this stream. It sounds like a really good stream.
And they is not a it's not a word of, you know, like they don't belong, you know, with the community. I clearly explained that over and over again, and I shouldn't have to keep saying it.
Oh. Jay Dunn.
Well, you wouldn't have had to repeat it again over here if you had not brought me up and thought that I wasn't over here listening.
I think he brought you up because when he was talking about
the chat brought you up, child. The chat brought you up. The chat brought you up, and so I just addressed it.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rodney, I am gonna watch that stream. And by the way, I appreciate.
I'm leaving. I don't have time for this crap. I'm leaving.
Okay, Rodney.
Down. Goodbye.
Okay, Rodney. Thank you, Rodney. I was gonna say, Jay Dunn, I do appreciate you guys speaking about it because I am learning a lot about how to properly address people in a pronoun. So I do appreciate you. Now they said it came up in the chat. Y'all know I don't really read the chat that hard. Kinzu was also up there. Did you and Kinzu get along just fine?
No, we did not, because Kinzu was interrupting every single time somebody was having something to say. And then whenever I addressed Kinzu about it up in the chat, then Kinzu tried to act like I was a problem when that's my sector. All of those people know me. That's the reason why I wasn't kicked off.
Are you trying to argue with Jay Dunn because you're trying to fight your way into the B sector fool?
No, not at all. I was actually talking.
Right, because that's the wrong way to come in because they all know me and they all respect me. I'm gonna have my opinion, period.
That's fine, but this is the key.
Okay,
I was invited days before that even happened, before this live even.
So was I. I actually have the phone number of the panel holder. So was I.
Interrupting who?
Well, now I'm interrupting you because I need you to know that I was also told to be over there.
I was talking. I didn't. Yeah, this is how that happened. I was chiming into somebody else that me and Shelly was talking.
Well, Kinzu goes to Tracy's child a lot, so he could have been invited from over there. I'm not sure.
Right.
But
I got the DMs and everything to show.
I don't need them. I don't need them.
I know, but yeah. So, but at the end of the day, I was chiming in on something Shelly said, and she's like, "Oh, well, why you keep interrupting?" So I put myself on mute. Then
Shelly asked why you were interrupting.
Yeah, no. Jay Dunn.
That didn't sound like Shelly.
Jay Dunn asked why I was interrupting, and I'm like,
okay, let me go on mute. I wasn't there.
Huh?
I'm gonna go on mute because I was trying to watch that stream, y'all. I was gone all weekend. Okay, I apologize. Let me say this. So, Kinzu was invited probably because he's a straight male, and she had a mixed panel. So Jay Dunn being in the community, enters, for some of you that's not following along, enters the platform, and apparently there was an encounter with Rodney and Kenzu. So Kenzu's giving us his side.
So basically, what happened is I was just chiming in and on something, and she said, "Yeah, you keep interrupting." So I put myself on mute, and then I forgot what happened, but I said something. We all came off mute and said something, and then she's like, "Yeah, he said something again," and she talking about, "Oh, it's her sector and everything." That's when I had to go off. Like, I understand where you
Shirley's
have
the
your
green
sector.
sector.
Huh?
Shirley's the green sector.
Right, but I'm talking about Jay Dunn. This is what Jay
Jay
Dunn
Dunn's the
said.
beef sector. What
Right.
did you mean?
And I feel that.
Shelly is from the B sector. That's where she is from. And with me and Kenzu clashing, Kenzu, please let her know that there was a panelist who dropped off because it took too long for her
But
to
that ain't got
get
nothing to
to,
do with
because
me.
you interrupted every single person who went.
Go back and watch it and see how long
You did.
What is the
You
interruption?
did.
What is the interruption? I don't interrupt anybody. If I chime in and agree with you, that's not interrupting. Just like if I said, "Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying." If you lose your train of thought, then that's your opinion. That's your attention span, because your attention span ain't.
She didn't lose her
fast enough.
train of thought. People had stuff to do tonight because this
Okay,
is a
right,
Sunday
but if
night,
I'm- but-
Kenzu.
Okay, but if I'm answering questions from the panel, then how does that happen? What does that have to do with me?
You interrupted the panel to quote some type of lyrics from a rap song that you
That was
made.
because
They had,
it didn't interrupt the panel. It was 10 seconds, and it was my rap song, and I was quoting what they said.
right, but it wasn't your turn to be
corresponded.
speaking.
It correlated, okay, because your special ed didn't get it. It correlated to everything that we were talking
Child,
about.
there is nothing special ed about me.
No,
but either
I'm
way,
talking about
you did
have to do it.
interrupt.
If you don't get it, go watch it. Did you go?
I
and
was
watch
right
it?
there.
I don't care if you was right there. That you right here and ain't listening now. So you
I'm
clearly don't
telling
get it
you
now.
how you interrupted people to the point to where people dropped down because
didn't-
they were
there was
still
one
waiting on
person-
their turn to speak.
But did
And
she
you
talk-
kept
Did
talking.
she finish? But did she finish?
She called Shelly on the phone to finish.
Right, but
She had to
so
call
she
Shelly
clearly
on
didn't-
Shelly's phone to actually get her point across.
But okay. But so you believe that she dropped down because of me? If you do, then you're special. If you really believe that, you should go back again and watch it. Because she didn't drop down.
I'm telling
because
you
of
what
me, because I didn't
happened.
talk
I'm
enough.
telling you
You
what
guys,
happened and what I saw.
Okay, that don't matter.
Why you guys
I see
have
a
this
lot.
dialogue? Y'all mind if I take my little? I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just saying
Jay
that.
Dunn, you good? Are you okay? I'm gonna just leave for 1 second. I'll be right back.
That's fine, misunderstood. Just as long as don't nobody try to threaten to kill me while you gone.
No,
You got a mouth. You be verbal. Okay, I'll be back.
see, everybody even saying it. They saw it. Yeah, You talk about talking out of turn.
I'm not against either one. I'll be back.
I'm just saying, don't come for me. I'm not the one. I don't have a sector, but I can make one.
I promise you, I'm not the one either.
Oh, I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying I don't know you from a can of paint, and you don't know me from one either. But I do know enough that I'm not the one to argue with women or do any of that. So I'm not an arguing person. I don't care if you're a man, a woman, or a freaking ant. I'm not going to argue with you for nothing, but I'm not going to let nobody lie and create some type of narrative out of their own mind and their own perspective. That didn't happen. It's just like when Rodney said girl to you. He wasn't calling you a girl. You keep saying that. He was not calling you a girl. He just said girl. It's just like if I said, yeah,
You just spoke about your trans friend who doesn't want to be called
right,
girl,
exactly.
and you
that's how that
respect
conversation
and
happened.
you
So let me
respect
finish.
it.
No, they're going to interrupt me
So
again.
if I say that I don't want to be referenced as girl, it should
Okay,
have
but
been
he wasn't
respected.
referencing you as girl, special ed. He specifically said girl out of
Now
his
here you
natural
come
talking.
calling names.
I'm
Meanwhile, you done had on the same outfit for the last 4 streams.
Wait, Kenzu, I'm gonna have to ask you. Please don't use the special ed. That goes
more than
against
one
the.
t-shirt.
Well, wait a minute,
Bad
Kenzu.
t-shirts, ma'am.
Wait a minute, you guys. I just heard this.
Should
Let
I
me finish.
change for you?
Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers.
Why are you in the
My
rest of
mouth
my
is going
time?
like this. Shut the fuck. Okay. Please. I was speaking to the chat too, not just you, Kenzu. I want to say shut the fuck up too. Please do not make references to the disabled community, we got to be mindful. And I get it. You guys are going back and forth. Y'all can continue out back and forth. Just don't use disrespectful terms, please. Thank you.
I ain't called this man out of his name yet, but he stayed being disrespectful up here.
Yeah, because I'm keeping the same energy.
No, I'm still on my break. So please just be mindful of the
acting like
different
it's gonna
communities.
change.
Hi, intellectual support. I gotta go, you guys. I'll be back. Don't call people just be respectful to the other community. Thank you.
And then here's the key. This is a t-shirt. It's 3:30 in the morning. I just had on a button up earlier. Right here. So I don't know what you're saying. Everybody has you coming from more than one thing now. And why and unless you're trying to share my attire, I don't know what you worried about what I look like for and what I'm wearing.
I wasn't worried about it, but if you're gonna be disrespectful, I'm gonna remind you that you've been looking like yesterday and the day before yesterday and the day before yesterday. Every single time you came up, that's what I'm letting you know.
Because okay, so what did you see me on Kwame Brown show with the white t-shirt on? Did you see me on? No, you didn't.
No, I saw you on Tracy's.
Okay, but did you see me on Kwame Brown show with that t-shirt on? Because that was yesterday. And this is the key. I'm in Flint, Michigan. The fact that I have a t-shirt on under the clothes that I'm wearing, I don't understand. What does my t-shirt have to do with? you see?
Oh, you up in Flint? You in Flint? Oh, I got cousins up in Flint, and they dudes, and they heterosexual.
Okay. How can that help me?
Oh, it might not be able to help you at all, but I just want to let you know I got family up there.
Good. That don't mean shit to me. You should ask him about me. Then you'll probably stop saying you'll realize that I don't have a beef sector. I'm not in any sector. But all I'm saying is my attire, unless you're attracted to me, it shouldn't matter to you. And all I'm saying again is the fact that when
your attire only came up because you started trying to take digs and call me special needs and out of my name when I haven't said anything about you like that.
Like I said earlier, I just keep the same energy. You came at me in that chat, in that panel. I'm not.
But when did I call you any name?
I don't know what you called me. I left.
You read the chat. You can read. You can read, and you know damn well that I didn't say anything. But there you go.
You could have said it on the panel. Let me say something. I apologize for calling you out your name, but the way you were acting was very remedial. Because I'm trying to explain something. He specifically was not calling like it's, for example, if I was dating a chick and I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? The fact that I can say bro all the time, that's how he apologized to you. He wasn't trying to say girl, like calling you a girl. He just was saying, oh, I apologize, because he specifically said, oh, I apologize, girl. And then that's when you said, don't come call you a girl. Then he said it again later, almost afterwards, but he wasn't saying it at you. That's what I'm trying to say. If a person
do I need to bring up my second device so that I could play it because you lied?
Okay, play it. I'm just telling you, it don't matter what you play. He wasn't saying it at you. He was saying it because that's how he talks. That's what I'm trying to say. So you're taking something into a personal offense, but
I simply said that's not how I prefer to be spoken to.
Right. So
that should have been respected. Period.
So you mean to tell me? Let me ask a question. So if I'm in a heated debate with somebody or talking to somebody, and they be like, "Oh, well, don't say that," and I'm like, "My bad, bro," and they like, "I'm not your bro." Okay, well, F your apology. F what I just said. That's how I'm feeling, because the simple fact I naturally speak that way, now you're trying to make me speak to you in a certain way, and I'm already apologizing to you. But
the thing is, he and I were not in a heated debate. I had just joined the conversation.
Wait, who threatened who? Oh, Jake, she didn't threaten me.
I was not in a heated debate with anyone. I had just joined the conversation because I was invited to join the conversation.
Right. I hear you. Likewise. So I'm not saying it's like, I'm just saying, okay, never mind. I'm not going to use any analogies or metaphors because you're a semantic person. I feel you. I'm in the words too, but not that heavy, because I literally just use that as an analogy. And then you just use that as an actual example or reference to what was happening. I know you guys weren't in a heated debate at that time. There was no heated debate about anything. Everybody was sharing their experiences. And then that's when that transition happened and he apologized to you. And the way he apologized is naturally what he said. And then
when he apologized the first time, I was cool with it. And then he turned around the next time and said it again. Right, so that means that your first apology was null and void, because the next time that he did the same thing and he did it again. And then I was all types of bitches and all this.
Let me ask a question. So I was listening to Shelly's live stream. There's a comment that is, let me pull up the chat real quick. So RNY said, how can the LGBTQIA community expect the heterosexual community to respect them when they don't respect each other? I'm looking at this platform. Oh my goodness. Hold on, you guys. I'm so sorry. So
bless you.
Thank you. I see the dialogue. Whew. I see the dialogue and I'm listening. It sounds like a heated debate. Some people, okay, so Rodney says you came up with hostility in your voice, and some people are saying that. I think it's a passionate subject, and
correct, because I'm part of the community. But because I'm passionate about my community, now it's hostility. The fuck?
So Kenzu, what I find interesting, and Shelly, shout out to Shelly for having the conversation. I think that there's a lot of moving parts, and what I did not realize is how divided. Okay, so so I understand what RNY is saying, and I like RNY. You know, we're having an adult conversation. How can the LGBTQI community expect the heterosexual community to respect them when they don't respect each other? I think what's interesting is that there's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of okay, so it's one thing to be gay, it's another to be transgender. I think that there's a lot of conversations that need to be had and a lot of acceptance. And so I kind of disagree with this. Straight people argue, and the LGBTQIA community is going to have disagreements as well. It's not for us to judge. Rodney says, I'm passionate too.
Oh, wow.
Okay, y'all go ahead. Thank you, Fox. I did. We have a sobriety sect over here. And just so you guys know, welcome to the sobriety sect over here. We still talk about everything. A lot of us are in recovery. We're in some type of journey. I speak about everything here. But I'm celebrating 197 days sober. And I speak about things that I see on YouTube and things that I go through in life dealing with sobriety. Okay, so we talk about everything here. Go ahead, you two. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just heard a part of the live stream and the back and forth with Jay Dunn and Rodney, and to me, you guys sounds like two passionate people. Going on mute.
All right.
Well, you know, me being a lesbian, I guess I cannot be passionate. Otherwise, my tone is off. You know, whatever that is.
I do. You do have that tone of voice, because you and I have had a back and forth. Like, oh, but Jay Dunn gets passionate. Hey, big up, Peter. Now I agree with this with Yamaine. That applies to heterosexuals as well. That question applies to heterosexual, and that's what I was saying. We have our own back and forth. The people don't say, "Hey, you're two straight people arguing."
That's what I was saying in the chat. Yeah, I was like, the whole fact that like it's a thing.
So it doesn't. You're not. You have you have the gays already dealing with being gay. Okay, and I'm speaking as a straight person, straight unless I'm dating a female person, right? So then you have this added on the transgenders, and then you have, what do you call it when one is transgender and the other one is it transsexual? One changes, the other one doesn't. I don't know, but I'm just saying that I can understand the division because they're already dealing with heterosexual people judging them, and then they're dealing with people on the down low that's trying to hide, like the down low guys that are gay, they don't want to come out, so they express a lot of hatred towards the community. So of course there's going to be some division amongst the community, kind of like blacks. We fight amongst each other and we feel a lot of pressure from the world, and I feel like that's why we try to pretend that we don't have substance abuse issues and mental health issues, because we're getting judged by the world. So we're pretending to be our best selves when really a lot of us are suffering inside and refusing to get help. I hope I made sense.
Made sense to me.
Thank you.
And you did make sense. And this is my thing, misunderstood, which is another thing that I had to bring to that panel, because when Rodney was talking, he was referencing trans women as if those are the only trans people that there are out here. Most of my history comes from dealing with and being around trans men. So you cannot use that term and generalize and say they messy. Well, these trans women might be messy, but have you been around trans men? And if you've not, then don't speak for them in that way.
But is it fair to say that he was speaking about, Rodney has spoken over here a lot about his experiences dealings with things from a same gender loving point of view as a male. So when he's saying that these are his experiences, how do we discount a person's personal experiences? I don't think we can.
Well, I didn't say to discount his experience.
No, I just mean like
I'm saying that people should not be generalized into a group. That's just like somebody saying the blacks, they messy. The blacks, the blacks, they messy. The blacks don't buy new clothes. The blacks always wearing weaves. The blacks, stop it.
What does Ms. Redbone mean when she says Jay Dunn threatened Kenzu by bringing up your straight brothers? What does she mean by that?
Oh no, Kenzu let me know that he was in Flint, and I'll let Kenzu know that I had family out there and they are heterosexual as well.
It got that deep, Kenzu. What say you?
Oh, all I said is they'll find out.
How did it get there? The purple.
My name. Nobody. If it was I didn't take it as a threat for one reason. Nobody's gonna threaten me here. I was born and raised here. You'd have to be stupid. But like literally, my family and I, we own blocks here. Like I'm talking about how you won't even make it out my block.
Okay, Rodney says that he generalizes a lot. Purple says I was head of and Kenzu is saying don't be threatening us. We own this shit. The purple
my reputation holds it is known. I'll walk everywhere and go everywhere. I wish somebody would.
Noted.
But that's the thing. It's funny how people are saying that I tried to threaten him. What I'm saying is,
I just thought,
and I'm glad that you didn't, because if you are well known, then your identity can be identified.
Right.
Please stop.
It don't matter. What
let's change that line. I don't want people.
No, I'm just saying no, because here's the key.
Here's
the key. You can too. But the difference is.
Oh, my name is Jasmine Dunn. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. You don't have to find me. Everybody knows.
Listen, let me say something to you.
No, we're going to change that line of thought. Please don't talk over me. We're going to change that line of questioning. Let me say this. I think that it's a tough situation, a tough subject. I'm glad that we're having a conversation. Jay Dunn is a part of the community. Rodney is a part of the community. Jay Dunn is the L. Rodney is G. I'm not going to try with these pronouns. I do think that Purple says it was a threat, was purpose bringing up the family. I don't want to go with that line. I'm more interested in, so when Jay Dunn hit the panel, she's already passionate about what's being said. What was your first thought, Jay Dunn, when you hit that panel?
Over there up on Shelly?
Yeah.
Well, at the beginning of the live, because I did red ball to the beginning, Shelly thought that she had offended me in relation to a discussion that I was having about homosexuality in the church. So when I first hit the panel, I was waiting to speak with her about that. But then I heard Rodney isolating a whole letter within the community. And if we are going to be a cohesive community, you cannot be isolating anyone.
What do you mean? What letter did he isolate? Oh, gee, that's
The T
That was in the
for the
chat.
trans
Somebody
people.
else said that. Somebody asked a question.
Oh, Kenzu, so you were invited, but you weren't originally on the stream. You were in the chat first. Then you hit
No, I
the
was in
link?
the panel. No, I was in the panel before she even
Oh,
started.
okay.
So I was in the panel from the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, so Chocolate Vixen said, Chocolate Vixen. Now I see how you got that name. She threw her cousins up to try to intimidate him. Is that why you brought up your cousins, Jada? But y'all, come on.
No, because he want to let me know that he up in Flint on Shelly's. I told him that he could be doxxed. I told him that over there.
I wouldn't even, no, you didn't tell me that because I wasn't in there. Trust me, if you told me that, I would have responded to you. I wasn't in there at that time. I never heard you say that.
I'm sorry, Kenzu. I'm just trying to get some clarity. What made you bring up the fact that you live in Flint?
Oh, I don't even remember. I was just talking about like the neighborhood or whatever I was talking. It had nothing to do with her.
So
it literally had nothing to do with her.
You brought up his cousins?
Huh?
So when you brought up
correct, I said, "Oh, so you are up in Flint? That's cool because I got family in Flint, and they are heterosexual males." That's what I said.
So what was your purpose of saying that? If he just said, "I understand, Ms. Redbone, but I'm just asking questions." What was your purpose of that? Did you feel at this point you were tired of Kenzu, and if he kept going, you wanted to have somebody lay some hands on him?
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Thank you, Jacobson.
No, it was. I even said it on Shelly's, even though he don't remember it. Now he playing dumb.
When was I in there? Show me I was in there. Because
you were on. I left the panel before you did.
No, you didn't. Oh, maybe you did. I fell asleep.
Yes,
That's why
I did.
Yes,
I did.
Flint is like a place, like people always talk about what I wear, and I'm like, I'm from the desert, food. Right. This is how we dress here. So is that kind of why they're talking about t-shirts? Okay, okay.
No, that's Chocolate Vixen has the answer. I was talking about I said I had this shirt on, and I put the t-shirt on to go to sleep in. And she was talking about how I had the same t-shirt. I'm like, dude, there's a t-shirt right here. I wear t-shirts. I said, I'm in Michigan. It's in order to be warm. That's why I have the t-shirt. Then she brought up about her family. And listen, that doesn't have, like, you can bring up whoever you want. You can dox, do whatever you like. But all I'm going to say is this. I want you to.
No. We're not doing that. We're not encouraging that. No,
if it's a threat, I'm not
going to lie. Please stop. Jay Dunn, let me ask you this. We're not encouraging that. I don't want to even I'm not going down that line.
The reason why Misunderstood don't want to go that route is because Misunderstood knows that I'm capable of it.
Okay, girl. Now.
You just use that. Okay,
I did that on purpose.
But correct. And that's what Rodney was doing.
Don't.
And that's what Rodney was doing. But if I call him a faggot up here, then you will have a problem with me.
I am a monetized channel. Please don't disrespect my platform that way. Jay Dunn, please don't use that. Y'all don't disrespect my platform. I don't disrespect y'all platforms. Listen, don't do it. I don't like it. Kenzu, I feel like y'all don't use those words over here. I don't like it. Okay. I'm trying to learn these pronouns and we're not doing that over here. Let me say this. I find that very disrespectful. You guys don't do that shit because you're gonna piss me off.
But Misunderstood. He did this on purpose.
How?
I know that Kenzu said that
on purpose.
But Kenzu, you can't disrespect my platform that way. You do that shit on yours. Don't do that over here. Jay Dunn, please don't use that word over here.
I didn't say nothing bad.
Do not refer to her as a girl when she's asking you not to, please.
All right, woman. Jay Dunn.
Come on, and Jay Dunn, please don't use that F word. I get it, you're responding. So, Kenzu, don't push her that way. I'm not choosing sides, you guys, but we're not gonna do that here, all right? Please. One time I used the word, I felt horrible. I'm very sensitive to it now. I don't want to do that. Please respect that. Jay Dunn, I have a question. It's not. Thank you, Kenzu, for acknowledging that. Should he say boy? Tracy, I don't know the genders. I don't know the pronouns. She insulted a community for no reason. He's hetero. I get it. Kenzu call her on it. I just don't want him using those kind of. You guys, let's
No. The fact is, what they are telling you that it's cool for this man to disrespect me. That's all.
You've been disrespecting
No, it's
me the
not.
whole time. You just literally threatened me. What do you mean? What do you mean disrespect?
After you was talking about all types of special ed and remedial that misunderstood had to correct you on.
What she correct me on?
Let me say this. Oh,
She came back and told you not to speak like that on her platform.
Because I called you a GIRL.
Not just that. You said that. We don't make fun of the special
No, he forgot. He forgot. Misunderstood. He forgot that he said all of that.
We don't make fun of special needs type people.
Okay. Yeah. That too. Okay.
Let me address this, because I'm not trying. I know Kenzu. I know it's like I'm being. Let me say this. She came at me disrespectful first. I'm not denying that, Rodney. I know there was a back. I know, Rodney, but I'm not. I didn't see the whole stream. I listened to a part of it, and with the part that I listened to, and I will listen to the rest of it. There was two very passionate people. I have a lot of questions about the LD. I got a lot of questions about the community. So I'm just letting you guys pretty much talk. Tiffany said. She says she's capable of doxing him, and he said, okay, girl, Tiffany, I get it, but in this case, he's using a pronoun towards Jay Dunn that she already said that she doesn't like. So I'm asking on this platform for us to respect each other. I'm not writing that way. I understand sometimes people say like, hey, girl, but in this context, it's not appropriate.
Wait a second. And misunderstood, I need for you to understand me if it's okay.
Oh, go ahead.
So what I said on Shelly's is I don't let white people call me girl because I'm from South Mississippi. That's where I was born and raised. Girl is not a pronoun because, or is not a word that I dislike because of my sexuality.
How are they calling it a pronoun? Girl is a noun, though. You guys
you just mentioned that, but hold on.
Okay.
Me being from South Mississippi, anytime that you are called girl, it's used in a derogatory way. And I don't give a damn if you black or you white. Don't call me your girl because I'm not your girl. And that's all I told Rodney. And I explained that over there on Shelly's. It's as simple as that.
So Jay Dunn, do you think that with your tone that Rodney, I get it, Purple, but I guess in the LGBTQIA community, there's references, people, when you work in HR, a lot of times you got to ask people, what are their pronouns? Okay. My children asked me and I told them, please don't ever do that again. But I get it. This world is trying to be more accepting. I don't understand everything, so I'm interested in these conversations. Ronnie says then we should not use the N-word. I don't believe we should. I don't.
Well, I mean, as many times as it was black men coming at me, I didn't call y'all the N-word because I don't use it.
Jay Dunn, do you feel like your tone, because I get how passionate you are, do you feel that Rodney and Kenzu could have been taken aback by it?
That could have been the case, but Rodney also admitted on Shelly's on the panel that he didn't like me anyway. I didn't even know him to dislike him, but he already had his own thought about me to dislike me. I didn't even know him.
Okay, and I don't have an opinion, you guys. They're talking that out themselves. Jay Dunn, it came up, and you happen to be in the clouds, and Kenzu, she starts drama for. Okay, so Kenzu has his own. I wasn't taken back by the tone. I was taken back by what was said. And which part of it, Kenzu? Because I wasn't there. The fact, and a lot of people wasn't. A lot of us have missed it. A lot of people have seen it. But which part were you offended by? The fact that she was using the semantics on everything, she's up here talking about the t-shirt. She goes from the t-shirt. Then Rodney said apologize to her. And again, this I think how she came at me, because I was just trying to say well, that's just how he was talking. He wasn't actually trying to call you girl. And I get it. But at the same, and I get where both sides are coming from. But at the end of the day, if I say something, then I naturally say it
oh, bro, like I said, I'll call my sister. I'll call my sister, my mom. Like if I ever just like naturally just say something, oh my bad, bro, and I'll catch myself. That don't mean that I'm calling you bro. That don't mean I view you that way. And I feel that she has her own personal perspective, but you can't change a person's way of speaking when they naturally are saying something and they're being genuine about it. He wasn't trying to call you girl in a disrespectful manner. Now, what I did was I just purposely did that. He was not purposely doing that. That's why I emphasized it.
And I wasn't trying to be rude or disrespectful, Kinzu. It was just that she's saying she don't want to be addressed that way.
I know, I get it. I get that. And I understand that. I was just emphasizing that when he said that to her, he was not.
Because I'm wondering, you were speaking to a heterosexual person. So maybe in the LGBTQIA, when it's a woman, especially what is the word I'm using? A dominant personality, or, you know, maybe they don't like the term girl, therefore we got to respect it because it's a different community, so it's not taken the same way. That's just my thought on it. Fox has this question for Jay Dunn. What would be the best way to sort out the misunderstanding? That's for you, Jay Dunn.
Well, to be honest, I just left it alone at Shelly's until I was over here minding my black ass business, listening to Misunderstood, and I saw these men up here being butthurt about something that I left behind at Shelly's.
Okay. And apparently the chat brought it up, and I'm not sure exactly how it happened on the platform, but these things happen. Tracy says, I'm doing very well. Tracy, I just love some Tracy. The Purple says, now this is what I was getting at, because my cousin, when she owned her business, and I got some experience at an HR department through her, this is what she has said. When I worked in HR, I just asked them what they wanted to be called. They never minded answering, as they never had to correct anyone. That's what I think is the best way. Tracy, I noticed. Okay, Rodney says the chat brought up Jay Dunn, and then people were responding. I get it. The chat's going to talk about things that they've seen. Magruder says mental illness is real. Yes, it is. So that's what I think is the best thing to do, is ask somebody. Now, I don't like when people ask me my pronouns, so I'm like, I am a she. I don't really understand the them and they, but I'm learning. But I just rather ask somebody what's their pronouns. Yeah, Tracy.
But even to the point of over there, on that panel, many of these new men that were over there didn't even know that Natasha was a trans lady over there. They didn't even know, but they was just talking and talking and talking.
Good thing, but I think to refer, and this isn't against the LGBTQI, because sometimes we're like, girl, and there is a way that we can use it. But I think when a woman, I do believe we have to get out of it's the way you use it. Oh, women are not girls, and sometimes guys like to put us, hey, Pamela, hey, good seeing you.
If I remember the quote.
Let me read this real quick, Kinzu, then I'm gonna let you say your thought. I'm not trying to cut you off. I just want to read this so I can take it off my screen. Misunderstood and Kinzu. I think for Jay Dunn, the issue wasn't the misgendering. I learned a new word. It was the assumed familiarity and casualness that comes with calling someone girl. Jay Dunn lets her friends call her girl. That's what I was saying, Molly. That was my point, and you said it a lot better than I could. Good seeing you, Pamela.
That's what I was gonna harp on that too. Like
thank you, Molly. Thank you. Because I even told them. I don't know them. I wouldn't get up there and call them something because I'm there to have the interview or whatever Shelly wanted to do. I'm not calling y'all anything crazy, so be respectful.
But he didn't call you nothing crazy.
Wait,
girl is crazy.
Listen, let me finish, because that's what I was about to say. He specifically said whatever he said to you the first time, and he said, you know what, girl, I apologize. That's what he said. So the fact that you're taking that as offense, I get
but
it.
But I'm not his girl, which is what I said initially.
That's how he talks. He didn't.
Well, then he's gonna have to change the way he talks.
Well, you
I'm sure he talks. I'm sure he talks a lot of ways. But then he has to change the way that he talks when he goes into his professional setting.
Stop interrupting, and you should change the way you talk.
Or I could be like, boy, I'm gonna keep interrupting you, boy.
Okay, and it wouldn't bother me.
It bothered you for you to tell me that you was 34. Don't forget, on Shelly's, you let me know that you was 34, and I had to let you know I was 36.
Okay, what the hell that got to do with me? You still act like a child. You're still.
I like what wait, let's not insult each other. What the fuck does Kimmy say? We attack people. No, that's not right. That can't be right. We attack people, not ideas. No, that can't be right. Damn it. We attack ideas, not people. Yamain says, Mali, I think it's an intentions versus impact issue. Got it.
Right. That's what I believe as well. He did not intend to. He was not intending to offend her by saying that.
You guys make sure that you make Pamela feel welcome. I appreciate her stopping.
But once I made it known to him that it was offensive, he continued to do it.
He did it one more time, but
he did it 2 more times, and then he switched to bitch.
Let me toggle myself. Hey, Pamela, I have no issues. Pamela, you guys make sure that she feels welcome in the chat. And, you know, that's why I call us the Galaxies, whether I have a problem with somebody or not. We do. I appreciate all of you guys for stopping by. You're all welcome. Just be respectful of each other. Thank you, Denzel, for that. Kenzu, and okay, so there was a question that I read before with what do you guys, I mean, how do we, oh, you're welcome, Pamela. Okay, it's a sensitive subject. Jay Dunn, do you feel like the conversation over on S. Hutchinson was helpful?
Yeah, I thought it was a really great conversation. But it did show me that a gay man can just be disrespectful because he wants to be.
Do you feel that gay men and lesbian women have trouble getting along?
I've been in the B sector for a long time, getting along with plenty of gay men over here. But in that serious discussion, that gay man, even once I said this is disrespectful, he continued to do it.
Ronnie says that's because you, and Ronnie, maybe don't let me know if I'm reading this at the wrong time. That's because you are coming at me like a child, and I don't appreciate it.
How am I coming at him like a child by saying that we should not use them and they about the trans community? That is not coming at somebody like a child.
If he's trying to speak about the trans community, like if I'm trying to say, not always say transgender, would I not say they have an issue? If I'm speaking about the transgender and I'm using them in a plural sense, isn't it hard not to say them or they?
Well, like I was saying, that he could have said the trans community, but even to be more specific, he could have said the trans women, because they were not even.
Anybody from the trans community get upset with the way that he referred to them?
Well, Natasha was the only person up there,
but she
just stayed quiet and waited her turn.
Okay, Rodney feels that you came at. So when you got on the platform, did you just address Rodney right away? Because he feels that you came at him hostile.
No, I came in and I heard what was being discussed, and I heard that people were being generalized.
What we were talking in general.
Pamela, it happened over on S. Hutchinson's platform, over in the green sector.
That's the thing. We were talking in general. So like, how would we not speak? And then not only that, he specifically said from his experience, from those who he have dealt with.
Kenzu, as a straight male, do you have trouble dealing with the LGBTQIA community?
Yes, that's what I was talking about, because it's hard to tiptoe around how to speak. you have to deal with. That's what I was saying in the chat. Like, you have to deal with everybody, not even just.
So this is interesting coming from a straight male. So you don't have a problem with their sexuality. You have a problem with the language that you have to figure out. So what do you feel about having to learn the pronouns? That's not just with the LGBTQIA. That's what people who don't identify even as a gender.
Yeah, like the non-binary. I had to figure out what that stuff meant. I didn't even know what. I still am trying to figure it out. So, but the only way I can do it is through speaking with people. You know, like one of my close friends is a trans. Well, I haven't talked to her in like 6 months since I've been out here. But one of my close friends back in California was transgender, and it took.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it took me to like really get to talk to her, because I didn't even know. And then like one day she told me, And then I was like, well, dude, I ain't say dude like that. See, because I naturally say dude. That could have offended her. If I see saying, well, dude. But I was gonna say, well, I just told her, like, well,
Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, well, she's been my friend, ain't nothing changed. And that's how I was able to start to educate myself on it. But ultimately, I don't know all the pronouns. I don't know anything. I treat people how they are. I treat people as they come. I'm not gonna be, judging or anything, but I just feel that like a lot of things that we may say may possibly trigger or be offensive to so I'm trying to educate myself on that, and that's why I feel like I have to tiptoe around it.
So trying to educate yourself, can you understand what Jay done with all of her experiences? Because I think that's what's important. And I adore Rodney. I know that Rodney speaks, and I'm not discrediting anyone. Do you understand what Jay does? Like, hey, I don't want to be referred to as girl. She's her own
I get where she comes from.
So can we respect that?
I do. I get it. I respect it 100%. I was just saying that, in my opinion, he wasn't saying it. I just personally feel like that's naturally he was, because the first time he said it, I can tell like literally he genuinely was trying to apologize, and he just used that terminology. And then when he said it again the second time, I feel that it was something that's just natural. He may naturally just be like, "Oh, girl, my bad," or whatever the case is. And I feel where she's coming from too. So I apologize for coming at you like that, even though I did it on purpose because I was heated. But
I can appreciate the apology. Jay Dunn, do you accept his apology?
Yes, that's fine. I didn't have any problem with him. I just got to know him tonight.
Likewise.
Okay. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is a place where we can all come together. And thank y'all for the 12,000 subscribers. Thank y'all again.
Hey, congrats.
Thank you. Rodney, I'm not sure what you mean by this.
Yeah,
I see what
congratulations. Misunderstood. I'm gonna drop down so that Rodney can come up here.
Thank you,
Shelly's video is still up. I'm not lying.
Watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Actually, I was just there. I will put that link in the chat. Shelly and I are in a decent place right now, you guys. So I don't think she's gonna mind me sharing this stream. But I would really like you guys to check out. Oh, let me. I don't know where Shelly and I stand, because someone told me to watch Jay Wilson's platform, and she has some stuff to say about me. But as far as I'm concerned, Shelly and I are still in the truth. And I get it. So y'all not gonna hear me say anything bad about S. Hutchinson. I'm gonna share this stream because it was a good stream from the part that I heard.
No, it was a good stream.
And I can appreciate the conversations like that. I'm gonna drop that in my chat. And you guys, please check out Tracy with the T. If you are not subscribed, oh, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't have sound effects anymore. Hold on, I'm gonna shout you out. And Kinzu, I'm gonna give you the. Okay, so I'm gonna put S. Hutchinson here, and you guys subscribe. Are you there? Let her know the galaxies appreciate her. Okay, their symbol. Tracy says, "Don't listen to the trolls." Hey, Regina, thank you so much. I don't have sound effects anymore, so I got it.
Sorry, you got your own horn.
Thank you, Regina. I really appreciate that. You guys have been so supportive. Oh, thank you, Pamela, for the super chat. I got to do the damn horn again.
Right.
Hold on, it hasn't
You
come
gotta
up.
just have it on your phone and just play it from the phone, like.
Congratulations, MU, on 196 days. Very proud of you. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that. Oh, you guys. And thank you so much for the super sticker. Shelly, okay, so let me say this. Thank you, Pamela. I really appreciate you. I'm so good to see you. Pamela's been watching in the calls, and she's been sending me nice Instagram messages congratulating me on my sobriety. So, we welcome her. And nice. Regina, thank you so much. Benzone out.
Sound effect for Christmas.
Right. Let me share this about S. Hutchinson. And I appreciate Jay Dunn and for hitting the link, Ronnie for hitting the link, Kinzu, because you guys are enlightening me. I missed that stream and I shared Shelly's live stream. Let me say this about the truth. That was a surprise because, oh, here comes Yamin. 1 second. Yeah, I mean, is that
Yes, it's me. How are you?
I'm fine. Let me finish this thought real quick. Welcome. Let me finish this thought about S. Hutchinson. So when Tracy had called me, y'all know I'm always trying to find some peace, and I just didn't think that was coming. And I'm not going to say that there wasn't some hurtful things said, but I could say when I say I'm good, I'm done with something, and I'd rather have peace. I'm really looking for that. And in the back and forth, I said some things that I'm sure Shelly didn't like, but a lot of times our beloved subscribers do get in the middle of that because I'm like, I never said certain things about S. Hutchinson. So let me tell you this. The last platform that I did when I was invited to Shelly's platform was when she was bringing up, I can't pronounce her name. I hate to bring up the story in Mexico with that young lady that passed away there. We know the story. Rest in peace.
Well,
It's a lot of people. Yeah, I was trying to. I started to get sad thinking about my. I was trying not to personalize that, thinking about my daughter. So, rest in peace, you guys. But I'm just gonna say, look at the live stream. Shelly does hold very organized platforms, and the LGBTQIA community. I just am pretty sensitive towards what they go through now. Okay, welcome, Yamin. Oh, so Shelly and I have choose, even though some people were like, oh, you guys aren't. But as far as I'm concerned, unless Shelly addresses me, I'm only going to be totally respectful there because I do believe in moving on anytime that you can and just be two grown women and just come together that way. So I appreciate that. Choose that happened on Tracy's platform. What's good, Yamin? Yamin, what's going on?
Well, I came up here to I came here to say hello, but and also just to repeat that I just think that it was an impact versus intention thing. I guess I'm getting from Rodney that he didn't do it intentionally. Like even people with the N word, because I try to get that off when people say that mistakenly or whatever. And they may like slip up and say it again,
So you see so you're saying that it wasn't intentional,
right? Could you hear me?
I could hear you. You're saying that it wasn't intentional on Rodney's part.
Yeah, that's what I'm right. That's what I'm saying, that it wasn't intentional. And but that doesn't always erase it, because it's also the thing of impact too. Sometimes the things that you don't do intentionally can still bother people,
Right.
Wow. So right. So Kenzu, that was really big of you to apologize to Jay Dunn for calling her a girl when and then Molly made a good point of saying, hey, Jay Dunn doesn't get upset about that. It's the context and it's just right what you're saying as well. I mean, the intention.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think my audio probably is crazy. I'm probably on a crazy delay.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was a little bit of a delay there. I keep thinking about this beautiful wooden doll that I love. That's what I was thinking about during your delay. Does she have tits? The wooden doll has tits? Tracy, what are you talking about?
I'm confused.
Did you and Scrappy make up Yamin? Okay, here comes Rodney. You can hold that thought. I think Rodney's gonna add to what you're saying. How you doing, Rodney?
Misunderstood. Just like when somebody say "boy bye" or "girl bye," it's just a statement, and I don't know why she got all bent out of shape because of that. It's just she came. First of all, she didn't like what I had to say. So she came in already hostile in her voice, argumentative, And so when I kind of paused for a minute, like, why is she coming at me like this? And I said, when she said you shouldn't address them that way, and I paused and I said, well, what word should I use? And then when she said the transgender community, I'm like, I feel like that's even worse. I'm like, because like I told y'all earlier, by you saying community, They're just like separating them. It's not like that.
So I'm glad
she-
that you.
so-
Thank you, Sashid. Welcome.
So that's what sorry, but that's what kind of triggered me and pissed me off, because you had no business coming at me like that. Address me. Don't address me like no damn child. I'm not a child. And that's what I got kind of mad about.
So you didn't mean the term girl in the way. Now Jay Dunn's like, no, I'm a woman. Call me a woman. We don't know each other. I get it. But when you feel okay, but she's talking to you as if you're a child, which is kind of, what is that word? I don't know the word I'm looking for. Damn, there is a word. Where's English when you need it? I get it. She said she doesn't let anybody call her girl, but then backpedal. That's from Ms. Redbone saying. Benzone dropped the link to her channel. There you go. Okay, go ahead. I didn't mean to take that off. I'll leave that there for a second.
I was just talking about my personal experience, and we all generalize, that's what keeps us. It basically generalization.
You have to generalize in the
keeps
English
us
language,
safe.
you guys. We do have to generalize.
In certain situations, generalizations keep us safe, because I don't want to be. Why would I walk into a snake pit, for example? Some of the snakes are poisonous and some of them not. I'm not going to walk in that pit because some of them are not poisonous. Sorry, I'm not going to do that.
I get it. I think that. So, do you feel that it was a misunderstanding, or do you feel that it was just a tough subject, and there was a lot of passion there, and things just got out of control?
I
put the link in there. Let me put the link back in there again. I'm sorry, Rodney.
I explained myself very clearly over and over again. I don't know what she didn't get.
He did do that though. He explained it like 3 or 4 times.
Somebody can see if this is the link to a such. Check it myself. Oh, that's it. Okay. Wait, I think I put in my link. Did I? Oh, shoot, I think I dropped the wrong link.
Rodney.
Let me do it again. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Rodney, did you say they? Did you say they and them? Because you didn't know, you weren't clear on what pronouns to use.
I just said they, but she went as far as said those people, and I never said those people. I kept saying they. But I don't see what's I don't see what's wrong with they. I feel like that was a proper word to address.
But
that's
to put it into perspective. Put this into perspective, Rodney. He also was saying the one he said the ones that he had dealt with in his experience, they, and then that's when he said what he said. Our message.
Right.
He wasn't saying the whole community. He said for his experience, the people he had encountered. Then that's when he said they.
Mm-hmm.
And
exactly.
I took that as a whole.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Oh no, I dropped the link to the live stream, Redbone. I'm glad a lot of you have subbed, and I'm definitely. I hope Shelly don't get mad at me, but I want you guys to check that live stream out if you can. And that's there. And while you're there, feel free to hit the like and subscribe. Okay. Let me say this. So that's what I was asking. Is right, Rodney speaking, and you're talking about a group of people. So let's say you talk about the let me just talk about the bisexual community, and then as I'm speaking, I'm referring to them as a whole. So I would say them or they, because that would be the proper pronoun, I would think, because it gets redundant to just say bisexual is bisexual. So if I say bisexual people, they are like this. Thank you, Smokey. Okay, so that's the right one. Okay.
Because I paused in a moment of confusion, I'm like, child, what word do you want me to use besides they? I'm not understanding.
And then after you got that answer, that's when you was like, oh, I apologize, girl. And then that's when it all spiraled out of control.
Right, exactly.
And then it
was just like, it's like a natural thing that comes out. You see what I'm saying? When you're like kind of like in a heated discussion and stuff like that. I wasn't just like I said, boy bye, girl bye. It's just natural with us.
And that's what
I feel that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but do you guys feel better? Like, I feel like Tiffany said she wanted to argue. Jay Dunn has a voice and a tone that if you're not used to it, because from what I'm understanding, Rodney and Jay Dunn don't really have a history. Rodney's heard some stuff about Jay Dunn. I believe it was a passionate panel, and I really appreciate. I gotta watch it with Rodney's experience, Jay Dunn's experience. I'm excited to watch that when I'm by myself. Tracy said no. Okay, Tracy already know what I was about to say, so I'll leave that alone. Tracy knows, but I'm so tempted to say it. I'm gonna say this. I am glad that Rodney got to explain himself, and Jay Dunn and Kenzu as well. Kenzu, did you say everything that you wanted to say on that topic? And Yamaine, you offered a very interesting perspective. Thank you. I
covered everything I want to say on that.
Okay. Rodney, did you get it all out? What you meant? Now they brought up a day. There I go with the day, but I mean day. Okay,
yeah, I mean, I
get messed up
myself.
now. Don't start an argument.
Nice. I came in here talking about what are your pronouns, and I'm like, little boy, if you don't sit down somewhere. Thankfully, when I asked his, I mean, he's like when I say thankfully, I just mean that I know that it's hard to be anything outside of the norm and what society accepts. So I'm glad that the community is speaking out, and they added the extra letters. And yes, you should. T.S. Madison, if you guys remember on Jay Wilson's platform, when she asked GX, well, what do you think about the community, transgenders, gay? And he said he considered them all as gay. I think that's very problematic. I think it's insulting. And that's why I do believe it's important to learn how a person wants to be identified. So when the purple said, hey, I just ask, I don't know about calling somebody juicy. Well, I'm squishy, y'all. But I do think that I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, man, you brought a very interesting perspective. Tiffany says we are all adults. No one has to confirm to her voice. I understand that no one has to confirm, but just knowing that Jay Dunn is a very passionate person, and sometimes things may go left, and that's what I'm saying about that. The part that I heard, it just seemed like people going back and forth. Jay Dunn said, "Oh yeah, Rodney called Natasha TS also."
I called her. You know what? She need to get over it, because you know what? Like they were saying, T.S. Madison called herself T.S. Madison. You know, she really need to get over it. She need, you know, it's something wrong with that lady. It's something wrong with that lady.
So that goes along with
whole weirdo.
That goes along with what Kiz was saying about tiptoeing around how, you know, the language when he's trying to get to know the person as an individual. Maddie says she's heterosexual, transgender woman. That's like, okay, so is it offensive when I say I'm a straight woman except for when I'm dating females? Are y'all offended by that? Y'all know what I mean, though?
Right. I don't, yeah.
We could talk about that. We could talk about that.
Let's open up the floodgates.
But that's some piece of privilege. Misunderstood. That is some piece of privilege. That is some piece of privilege when you go there.
What you mean? What you mean? I am not the subject yet.
Like I couldn't do that. They wouldn't allow me to.
I'm in a straight relationship. Okay, let me tell you this. If you're in a straight relationship, then at that moment you are straight, motherfuckers. Okay.
No, only a woman could get away. Yeah, only a woman could get away with what you just.
I disagree. Why do you say that? I disagree. That's true, Purple. I see.
Yeah, in principle, but I mean, come on, like society is not, going to get that lenience that you're creating. Society is not going to like lend that to the average man in the same situation, like just trying to claim that he's heterosexual. You know what I mean? When he's openly admitting to having an attraction to men, they're not gonna go for that.
Yeah, I mean, what's going on with you and Slappy?
Nothing. Just Slappy's drama towards me.
Brandy's on my side. Men can't get away with that in society.
Yeah,
I think that
just
society
just
is
like
very harsh when it comes to men and masculinity because a guy can't even cry without being called gay or feminine. When you shouldn't tell guys not to cry, you should be happy that they have feelings and stop trying to suppress them. Why do I have to identify as a straight woman? Details you don't have to. There's a word, and can you be sexually fluid or something like that? Pansexual. Yeah,
you talking about hetero flexible.
I like that term. Hetero flexible. Shit. That would be. Is that okay? Or crybaby, right, Bizzo? They're not crybabies. And no, I gotta tell Tracy. I gotta tell my son though, and I don't know. It's hard as a mom because when my son cries, echo. When my son cries, I have to tell him sometimes not like, hey, knock that off, and it's hard because I don't want him to. I think it's just hard as a mom. Thank you, Taylor May. Taylor May says my hair is super cute. Thank you. Jay Dunn says Natasha does not go by TS at all, but Ronnie called her that. So okay, so transsexual and transgender is transgender when you have the change of transsexual when you just dress a certain way.
And
I think that's
she also
There's a difference.
Hey, Rodney, I believe that Natasha does identify as trans women and transsexual.
Okay, well, I want to address what. She let me know that she didn't go by. She politely let me know that she didn't go by that, and I respect that. You know, she go by her name, and I respect that. I said, okay, Natasha, I will, respect you and go by
she won't be addressed by
because I didn't know her name at first. So, in order to say that, I wanted to, I would just like point her out because I wanted to direct a message toward her. And so that's why I said, TS. And I feel like it's nothing wrong with TS. Now, if I would have said the trainee or something like that, now that's kind of
I know we don't use words like that. I know.
But I feel like it's nothing wrong with TS. TS
What do you
Madison
think about-
called herself TS Madison. So Jay Don raised
I
up
didn't know
off
that
of the
the
girl.
TS came from Matthias Madison. See, I didn't know. I like to watch Maddie on her. I like when she's acting and hosting and she's doing all that. I just think that she's.
I'm getting sick of her now. I'm getting sick of her.
Yeah. It really doesn't come from her.
No punches tonight.
Hi, Yellow Stay. Let me throw this out there. Chocolate Vixen said that Natasha correct him because otherwise there is no way he would have known how she identifies. I wanted to make that point. And Jay Dunn, I thank you for that correction as well. Go ahead, Yamin.
Oh no, I was just saying the TS really didn't come from her, even though like that could be like some people's first reference, like of hearing it, but like it's just an initial for transsexual. Like it's clinical. They use it, TS clinically.
Okay. Because I really thought you guys that transsexual meant that there was transsexual and transgender, and one was when they had to change, and the other one is just when they like to dress in like a man dressing in women's clothing. I also didn't know that there was a trans man and a trans female, so there's a lot that I have to learn. Molly said, Tracy said Natasha doesn't get offended. I think Natasha's adorable. Molly said I could be wrong. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it comes from the porn or X word context. Oh.
Yeah, and I politely said,
what
do you want to be addressed as?
No, they use it in clinical work. Too. Like, you can see those initials. Yeah, like in text.
Yeah, like a transsexual, from my understanding, has something to do with your sexual orientation. A transgender.
Thank you,
means
Tracy.
literally you have a different gender. You had work done.
Thank you, Tracy. I like what Tracy said. She doesn't, and it's obviously that she don't. She's a real nice lady.
Mm-hmm.
She's a real nice lady.
I wonder if Jay Dunn had her experiences, and because of the things that she went through, and some of the things that some of these heterosexual males have said to her, so she's. I think your experiences shape the way you respond to things. As a matter of fact, I know they do. You know, what have we been exposed to? You guys keep going. I'm looking up the difference from transgender and transsexual. Somebody said they thought that the transsexual term was banned from the title. I don't know.
No, not true.
Not true. Okay.
Yeah.
So Yamin, let me just ask this: are you and I know I asked before. I didn't hear your. Are you and Slappy able to work that stuff out? I've never seen the puppet get mad at someone.
No, and honestly, I'm not really trying to work that out because I don't feel like there's anything that I can do, especially when the person is saying that they wash their hands and all of that. Like, I'm definitely not a type of person that comes like on my hands and knees and stuff like that. I don't do that. Like, no.
So you're not trying something to die down.
Yeah,
I am not sure how y'all got into it.
I had agreed with a statement that Bubbles had made. Bubbles was in my chat, and I was reading my chat. That was the structure of the live, and I came across a comment that Bubbles made, and it had two components to it, and I agreed to the latter component. So.
And I think that's hard because a lot of times we read something like I do. I'll read something. I don't know the context, and actually that's how as Hutchinson and I first got into it. I read I believe, maybe I'm wrong, but I read a comment, and then a lot of people got upset about that. So that's why I was kind of wondering if maybe these worked out.
But it was a little of that was at play. But however, here's the thing. Like, once I did read it and realize all that it said, I still okayed it within myself because I felt in my mind that the relationship that I had with Slappy, that's something that I could share with Slappy. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I was caught blindsided. You know what I mean? But in my mind, I honestly felt like, yeah, like I could be honest and share like whether I agree or not. And that's what I did.
And you agreed with Bubbles?
That's what I did.
With a puppet.
Yeah.
Well, Slappy isn't a beast.
Bubbles not a puppet.
Tiffany said no. I'm talking about so he was agreeing with Bubbles, not Slappy. So Yamin is beefing with the puppet.
I see Tiffany wrote that. Tiffany, I can't help who beasts with me. It only really takes one side. You know? So.
Well, I guess even though Slappy is a puppet, Yamin saying he ain't going. Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
I need to find out who he is.
Dude, I like Slappy. Ronnie, you don't know who Slappy is? Benzo, yeah, Slappy's a puppet. I adore Slappy. I think that Slappy's so cute. And and Slappy sung Happy Birthday over on Lady Nika's platform. And I just thought I believe it was Lady Nika's platform. Was it Sorrow? I think it was Lady Nika's. And it was just really, really cute. Shouldn't we just all wear a name tag? Okay. I just never seen Slappy in a beat. I enjoy Slappy's commentary, and I enjoy Yamin's commentary. Even if I don't drop down in Yamin's chat, I'll catch the replay of the clouds, and I try to share as much as I can. Slappy is a female puppet. Tracy, I loved when you called Slappy your wooden baby. Slappy is so cute. Okay, Slappy, I'm not coming on to you, but if I was into puppets, you would be the one, babe. Okay.
Wow.
Let me read this. So the word transgender is an umbrella term that describes those who have a gender that's different from the sex assigned at birth, male, female, or intersex. I don't know what intersex means. I think that means male and female together.
It means both.
That means both. Okay, so that's called intersex, not the other word. Never knew it in you. Yeah, that's what, hi, my name is Echo and I like boys. Hey, Echo. Transsexual is a more specific term that fits under the transgender umbrella. This word can
Thank
be
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Contentious and shouldn't be used unless someone specifically asked to be referred to this way. You guys think about that. So I'm having a little trouble. So transgender is an umbrella term. So when somebody's saying
Yes,
to
it
call
is.
them transsexual, that's more specific. So of T.S. Madison, because I believe that's how her name is, but maybe they're saying it stands for something else. I think that so it's not banned from the community because it's right here. They
Right.
just said it's more.
Exactly.
It's
And I don't know why people, she
Yeah.
got bent out of shape.
So Jay Dunn is, yeah. So apparently the Hermapha word, Tiffany. I don't think we use those words anymore. I think that we
Just use intersex. Just use intersex.
Girl, I
Okay,
was
let me
not out of line. Get over it. Jay Don, you need to get over it. I was not out of line.
Hang on, let me catch up in my chat real fast. Okay, Echo says, I'm sorry, I'm just talking shit. It's okay. Okay, so that's interesting. All right, so I'm going to move on from that because I don't think you two are going to agree. And
No,
you
we're
both
not. I politely asked her, what does she want to be addressed as? And she said, Natasha. Okay, well, and I address her as that. So
you dressed Natasha. Ooh, dipped in chocolate.
she
What
was
are you
nice.
talking
She
about?
was nice. She wasn't, she was nice.
Okay, I just removed that word only because of the. Thank you, Tiffany. I just removed it because of the algorithm. Because I'm learning this stuff too, y'all. I'm learning. She playing our words, but I get what Kenzu is saying too about, man, how do we address the community? I'm happy that the community is speaking out, including Jay Dunn, Rodney, and I love hearing from the heterosexual men as well. I think that Rodney is a fool. Ooh, Jay Dunn. Ooh. Okay, so y'all not gonna get along. Pamela says if Rodney was out of line, why anyone else calling him out? That's Pamela. Echo says I'm so
really
confused.
good point.
Consider
Thank you,
Nobody else got
Pamela.
offended.
Thank you.
Nobody. And yeah, that's
Thank
a
you,
good
Pamela.
point.
Echo, don't worry. I just listen. Okay, so Echo says so if a female likes a male and a female still in a oh damn it, this is confusing, Echo. So if a female likes a male and a female still and a female state and a male is still in the male state, what is that? What would this be called? Confusion. Let's see. So yeah, y'all, there's a lot that's going on there. So we know that Slappy and Yamin is still having, well, I mean, I guess it's not a back and forth, but I think that's gonna blow over. I do. Yamin is not giving her any slack because she's a puppet, and the puppet has a mouth of her own, and she's very vocal. So that's where we are from there. That's where we are. I'm so glad I'm here learning. I'm so afraid of offending the LGBTQIA community so much so that I keep kind of quiet around them. Tiffany, anytime I can have a conversation, I do, and you're kind of along the lines of where Kenzu is. It sounds like Benzo is also very vocal, and Benzo is the reason why I don't just drop links in my chat anymore because of the language towards the LGBTQIA community. So I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying to be as sensitive as possible. At the same time, I joke a lot, so I get. Rodney wasn't joking. Rodney's like, "Hey, girl," and stuff like that. And Jay Dunn's like, I think that number one, Rodney's not gonna try to offend anyone. But once Jay Dunn says, "Hey, don't address me that way," I agree with Purple, who was in the chat, who said, "You know what? Ask people how they want to be addressed and address them that way." She worked in a human resource department. So I get all of it. You're welcome, Benzo. I get everybody's perspective. You guys have any thoughts, any final thoughts on that subject?
Nope.
I think we covered it.
I think we covered it too. I'm going to, okay. And I do want to say this too. Okay, so I did catch a part of Lady Nika's live stream when she that time when I had Kimmy on the platform, and then I was trying to address some things that happened with this Heat and Lady Nika. And I want to say, you guys, I apologize. My commentary is just on based stuff that I see. And sometimes when I'm playing a clip, things come up. I try to be mindful of who is in my chat. I'm still going to cover my commentary, but I like to prepare you guys for what's about to be played. And Kimmy has some choice words. Lady Nika responded. I adore Lady Nika, and Kimmy's opinion of Lady Nika does not reflect how I feel. And the people on the platform have their own opinions. It does not reflect how I feel. And I was not making a show of it. My commentary actually was on what happened with this Heat. And at that time, I was talking about Lady La. And so I hope that no one is offended by that. And I did offer Lady Nika an apology. I did not want to rehash any harsh feelings. And Tracy and Lady Nika are in a good space. They support each other. They love each other. And that is what's important. Okay? I wanted to say that. With that being said, you guys, receipts. Let me tell you this. Speaking of Kimmy, I feel, and I'm glad I got men on the platform, and I don't know, Rodney, I don't know if you watch Kimmy at all, or any of you don't know, with Kimmy and the situation with the fallout that happened with Kimmy. Number one, Kimmy's commentary, she's doing great. Her and Tracy's platform is successful, and I'm glad that Kimmy, Tracy, and Fibe have made an alliance. I think that's some grown women shit. If you guys have you guys want my attention now, it's time to put a question mark before the sentence, because I'm not gonna read the chat at this point. Okay, I want to say this. I'm sitting there and I'm trying, you guys. What's frustrating, I understand that Kimmy and Mayor had their fallout. I didn't do anything wrong by announcing Kimmy's live stream, and Kimmy's, when she said she was going to curse out Mayor, those are her words. They need to work that out. I did not bring, and I feel redundant even saying this because I'm over explaining as if we're some children. I am not responsible for the fallout with Kimmy and the Mayor. Now, apparently what's being said is there's some, what was the word that they use? Sexy talk with me and Mayor. Let me tell y'all something, y'all messy Negroes. Stop trying to pretend that all of us women on here are just after you. Stop trying to make commentary off of women. The problem with Mayor is when he started to talk about Kimmy, people got bored and tired after a while. And Kimmy was like, wait a minute, hold up. It wasn't like that. And so when he decided to do his own commentary, then he decides to bring me up in it. Let me tell you something. No, I don't care what the fuck. I have known some people in the thick of my addiction. I can't tell you what all was said during that time frame, but what I'm sick of is people in the Black sector, okay? Not all of them, okay? I've been making amends for, now I don't like the word amends, truces, coming to an understanding with a lot of them, but what I don't appreciate is somebody taking things that you go through and making that, so everybody knows I'm trying to get to 9 months and beyond in sobriety. I don't really appreciate somebody who wakes up and feel the need to start some mess in somebody's life. I feel like these heterosexual men in all of these men that's in women's business trying to stir some stuff up between women. There is no reason for. I still don't know why Mara had to bring up the fact that Lady Law did a live stream about me, because I did not know that. I didn't appreciate that. And as far as I was concerned, Lady Law and I are in a good space now. And until she says otherwise, I'm going to keep it that way. I will show my support. I had a conversation with Lady Law and Maya. But to try to bring out some receipts and make it seem like you had to bring out some misunderstood receipts, I find it tacky. And I don't understand why is he trying to keep this story with Kimmy so relevant. I don't understand why people are trying to drag that storyline out. It's so played by now. Okay, they had a falling out. Okay, Kimmy and Ghetto. Knowing Kimmy, that relationship is done. So why am I in the middle of it? I don't know. I'm sick of it. I don't understand why this person is trying to get Don Cato's attention on anything. Don Cato and I are good. What the fuck you talking about, fool? So I really don't appreciate these men that's trying to stir things up. If we had a conversation or you bought some ooze off of me, whatever, why people gotta know that shit? Okay. Is that gonna destroy my platform? Nope. Is that gonna make people stop following me. If they do, there's a lot worse things that I could do in life. There is nothing going on. And when he's trying to pretend that Kimmy had an interest in him and they flirted, we used to always play around. When Kimmy said that comment about Mayor coming to her bed, it wasn't like that. Kimmy's constantly questioned his sexuality. I never have, okay? Other people have. I never called him a drunk or anything like that. And I really don't appreciate somebody trying to cause mess in my life, trying to make it seem like I deserve it. I don't. I don't talk about this person. And I think that it's really tacky. Some people will do anything for a story and clicks and views. And the problem is when Mayor got all those clicks and views off of Kimmy, now he's just trying to get it off of me. And that really is it. Because there is no back and forth. I have asked this person to leave me alone and not to ask me, not to talk to me a certain way, because I realized that when Mayor was talking to me, that he was saying some things for commentary. He was asking me the wildest questions, and I would tell him to back off and leave me alone. So I'm not sure why our Black men feel the need to try to stir things up in women's lives just for a fucking just to try to make somebody else miserable, like they deserve that, and then they want to cry about the things that people say. I don't talk about him, and to try to make it a bigger deal than it is, that, oh, I mentioned something. I didn't mention anything for shock value. I mentioned Kimmy's words verbatim about her cursing out Mayor. I don't care what platform you go on, you know. Kimmy has an issue with Mayor. That's Kimmy's issue with Mayor, and the fact that he went on GX's platform. But to try to make it seem like him and I had something going on like that is just false, and I really don't appreciate it. I think that it's tacky and it's messy as hell. And no matter, I know that Mayor thought I was gonna relapse over all that shit. I was in the fucking mountains. I didn't know about that shit till I came out of them. That's all I was going to say about that. You can have friends on YouTube. I don't agree with Jay Wilson as far as who's not, but if you have a platform, you got to be careful, because some people are going to try to meet you. And if you're gracious enough to even talk to them, like, I don't mean gracious like our subscribers aren't worth anything, but I just find it weird that everyone feels like, you know what, let me show you the receipts between this person, because you're upset about something, so now you want to cause confusion. There was no reason to bring up all of these other people, and the only reason bringing up receipts with Lady Law and stuff like that is you're trying to be messy. I blog about my life, and unfortunately, because I'm a blogger, some people take a part of that and try to make it their commentary, twist it, and have something to talk about for a really long time, and I really don't understand it. I would appreciate it if people would just respect the fact that I'm a blogger. I blog about my life, stuff that I see, and I just think that it's weird that he's trying to drag me into all this shit. But I did tell Tracy and other people that's what he's gonna try to do once I seen, and I told Kimmy to stop talking to him because he's trying to get commentary for his channel. At this point, Kimmy would play around, and think about the wording. When he's like, Kimmy, you look like a fresh bowl of fruit. Kimmy's like, well, come to my bed then. You take that out of context and it seems delicious, but at that same time, Kimmy's sitting up there talking about, oh, I was just joking, he's gay. Now, I don't believe that he is, but I can tell you after that conversation, that's what Kimmy was saying. That's what Kimmy was saying, but he's trying so hard to prove his masculinity and stuff like that. So now all of a sudden, I was in love with him, and he's telling Don Cato, please don't take this wrong, Miss Thunder, but you have a cute sigh. I'm not going to take that wrong. I'm just going to sigh. Who are these people? Mr. Please sub to KR8. Send me the... I'm sorry, I'm in the middle. I don't know who that person is, but I will. I'll sub to them. GC, send it to me. I'll send it to them. Whatever I need to do. I don't know. KR8. Keep me posted. But that's what I just want to say. And I don't have an issue with Mayor. I understand it for what it is, but I just don't appreciate somebody trying to make it seem like I did all these things. I don't speak about stuff that's concerning Don Cato. because if y'all want to drop that, I don't like to drop links in my chat, but if you guys can vouch for that channel, you can drop the link. If you can, you know, if it's not offensive to any communities. JC, I don't mind. I don't know that. Oh, KR83. Yeah, I can't check out that channel, but if you guys know that person, then I will subscribe. And you guys, I have mods out there that can drop that link. He's cool. He calls he's joking. Oh, drop the link. That's fine, because then I can sub that way. You guys have never heard me say anything disrespectful to Mayor. And when he called my channel in California, you can't have your car keys in the car with you if you're under the influence. And when he called in, I was very concerned, and I just don't like it when people try to use we were friends, and we were friends throughout my addiction, and I just don't appreciate somebody trying to take advantage of that. And you know, I don't deal with King Ram. Is that Ramen Noodle? Are you talking about Ramen Noodle, the one that said my children should die? Is that who you're talking about? Is that kid? Oh no, that's not that person. Okay. Whew. Sorry about that, KR83. Y'all go ahead. I said I was gonna say about that. That's what I was gonna say. But I started to have flashbacks.
But no, not you saying trying to prove masculinity.
Okay, right now. See, I'm sorry, and I saw the name was different, but I'm like, that better not be ramen noodles. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut y'all off. Let me go on mute.
No, basically, I was just, I feel like I made myself very clear tonight. So that's all I want to say, just to clarify everything.
I also agree with that in that aspect. I've seen Rodney in the chats before, but this first time being on the panel with them tonight. And I don't think you intentionally said that to be disrespectful. Even the second time when you apologize, I don't think you were intentionally being disrespectful.
No, and I wasn't, it's just like I was saying, example, girl bye, boy bye, we use it all the time in like debates and heated discussions and things like that. Now, if she would have called me a boy, then I would have had no problem with that, a boy bye or something like that. I don't take offensive to things like that. To me, it's really childish. It really is. It's really childish to me. And I have explained myself over and over again, and and some people just don't have a bad understanding. I don't know what's going on with some people.
Like somebody else was saying in the chat, just certain words too caught up in the semantics.
Oh, you guys also subscribe to Yamin. Yamin, I believe Yamin. I didn't mean to cut you off because I just didn't want to forget. You're welcome. I'm just gonna have to call you KR because it's too close to King Ramen right now. We all know. No, I get Rodney. I get you. You and I, even if you disagree with me, a lot of times you're respectful. Jay Dunn is passionate, and I get her point of view as well. So I'm not judging in that situation. She's a passionate person. I could see Kenzu saying, "Wait a minute, you gotta tip town."
Well, I'm passionate.
But Rodney, you are passionate. And so I'm just, you guys are speaking and you have your points of view and you have the right to your opinions. So I do know that I adore talking to you. You're respectful. Jay Dunn has a strong personality and she's like, hey, wait, identifies this. I think it's important. And Natasha was up there. Natasha didn't correct anyone. There's a lot of things that's going on there. And Yamin came with some knowledge for us as well. I think it was a good dialogue. Definitely. I do. I love the dynamic with the Rodney, Yamin, Kenzu, and Jay Dunn. I gotta listen to. Okay, and Purple says she's disrespectful, and a lot of people have said that, and a lot of people think that Jay Dunn just cries out for attention. Those are their opinions, not mine. I just give commentary. I hold back my personal thoughts, you guys. So I just let people express themselves.
Indeed.
Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. If somebody can drop means if
Well, let's face it.
I just wanted to make sure. I know you're trying to get to your 1,000 and I just want to be supportive over that. So
I'm trying to get to 1,000 too slowly.
Oh, no
I'm moving
doubt.
a little slower than everybody else. I'll catch up.
It takes y'all get there, but I just, you guys, I'm just tired of the mess, and I feel that sometimes these guys try to start stuff, and just because, like I said, I just didn't like coming out the mountains and then people saying that, oh, I cheated on this person, and I just don't understand why are men trying to cause problems in females' lives. What did I do to anyone? And I just don't like that at all. I just didn't appreciate somebody trying to make my life their commentary. I mean, that's like, okay, Kinzu has messaged about being on a show, or we talk about his sobriety and stuff like that. There's nothing malicious about it, you guys. Sometimes I feel that guys try to I just think in this case, it's just commentary trying to run up some numbers. Rodney and I have spoken. It's never been disrespectful. He's only been supportive. And I feel that when you have ulterior motives, when you're meeting people, then that's what you get in this situation. Once he got through trying to talk about Kimmy, now he's trying to act like he had some personal issue with me because I mentioned his name. He's been mentioning my name in this Kimmy shit all along. And I've just been threatened to not say anything, not correct him for lying about me getting my ring back and stuff like that. It's like, stop making me your commentary. I don't bother anybody. Just leave me alone. I still really appreciate that.
They be clout chasing.
I agree. And they try to say that it's not exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So
I know that every time
I gotta step away because I need to put some stuff in. I was rude to misunderstood in the beginning, and then I apologize. You know what, Purple? I think. Oh, Tracy wants a link. I think that, and I'm gonna go. I gotta get my clothes out the dryer real quick. I think that I just lost my thought. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna put my clothes in the dryer. There's that link, Tracy. Were you gonna hit that link? There's a lot of things. Now, I didn't see. I don't watch Mayor ever since he said, "Hey, you know what?" When I was trying to calm things down, I wanted better for her, and I went about the wrong. No, Purple. That's what I was gonna say. No, I get it, and not everybody's gonna like you. No, I asked, did you want me to drop? Oh, I see Kindle's link drop, Tracy. Sorry about that. Okay, I see it linked. That's fine. Do you say hi, guys, if you meet a group of women? See, those are the terms that they used to be neutral, so I'm not sure. And I thank you guys for asking before you drop links. I do, because, you know, some people like to meet me and they start acting like, I did something to them just because they're trying to grow their channels and stuff like that. I try to be supportive, but just be respectful at the same time. Right. Let me say this. I rock with you guys. I appreciate y'all's support. I just don't. Your intentions going in have everything to do with how things turn out. I agree, Echo. No, Purple, you don't have to be sorry, because when I first came out here, I was struggling a lot in addiction, and I have a lot more compassion for people than I used to have. But I do believe in celebrating when somebody's trying to do better. It's not all about these YouTube beefs, and I appreciate you, the Purple, and a lot of you. I appreciate a lot of you that have watched me go through the things that I went through, and for those of you that are still here, thank you. I have 198 days. That's not me though. Well, Purple, I'm just glad that we moved past that, and I appreciate you. I understand. You guys, I'm gonna throw my clothes in the dryer. If you guys don't mind not letting the dead air happen, just talk about what you are. I'll be right back.
She be working.
Quiet. can one of you carry the conversation so I can put my clothes in the dryer? Thank you.
Purple one said.
Kenza's gonna read.
My apology. The purple one said that. Benzone says she's going to be listening from the clouds and hope everybody have a good morning. She has some work to do. Thank you, Tracy, for dropping my link in the chat. Chalk is on the grind at the nurse station. And the purple one is doing polygel nails. Okay. I don't know what those are. Sometimes the drama do bring the views. That is true, Echo, for sure. If I wrong, and KR83 says, if I wrong someone, I try my hardest not to do the same mistakes or pattern of behavior that was toxic again and make good by moving past. That's right. Gotta ask and have communication and get that worked out. Especially sometimes that can be hard when a person don't express it though. Leading by example, definitely.
Woo, Purple's doing her nails. King Ramen says, if I wrong someone, I try my hardest not to do the same mistakes or pattern. Thank you guys for giving me that little break.
No doubt.
If I wrong someone, I try my hardest not to do the same mistakes or pattern of behavior that was toxic again and make good by moving past. Yeah. My Instagram is boring, so it's boring my dog and no. Okay. It's all about improvement. That's right. Chocolate Vixen, are you doing okay? Somebody said crickets. So let me say this, you guys. Despite what people may think about the situation, number one, I walked away. To me, once something is talked about, I don't like to keep beating a dead horse. And the situation with Kimmy and Mare and Ghetto, it's unfortunate that Kimmy and Ghetto fell out in their friendship, but you know that's Kimmy feels that he went too far, and I didn't really understand why he turned on Kimmy, but I get it. And knowing Kimmy from our conversation,
it wasn't me. That wasn't me.
No. Misunderstood. How much do you charge to unblock someone that was wrongfully blocked? My friend is blocked here, and he'd like to rejoin the chat. Who's your friend? I don't charge anything for stuff like that. I'm not. I don't charge anything for stuff like that. I don't unblock my chat anymore because I have too many trolls. But it's hard for me to drop my email at the same time. Now, Tracy and this Heat had Heatwave had a conversation, and I'm really glad about that because Heatwave and Tracy has had a long. I didn't block him. Okay, you don't have to email me for that. I will look for that name. Okay, so yeah, but I don't know how to. I'm not gonna do it while I'm streaming, but I'll unblock his name. I didn't know that he was blocked. Thank you for letting me know. Monkey had boots. Okay, so Tracy and Heatwave had a conversation. Well, it was long overdue, despite my personal feelings. I left the chat because I really didn't want to hear it, but that's because of how I was that's just someone I just won't listen to because of how I was blamed for that situation. But as far as Tracy and Heatwave goes, I'm really happy that they were able to have a conversation and that. Oh hell no! Let me curse somebody out real quick. You guys go ahead.
Uh-oh, it just got real.
Okay.
It just got real. That was kind of funny.
Wow.
Uh-oh, still going down. I'm cold. I'm fully.
Well, I'm getting ready for work now.
I don't feel comfortable laying down on camera.
when I got to some men, you know, they might whack 100 me or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
On the panel with the
man, a lot of these motherfuckers, y'all got me fucked up. Listen. When I'm in the middle of my commentary, don't be messaging me whining and crying about what the hell I'm saying. I don't know how much clearer to say this. When somebody's in the middle of their commentary and y'all are calling and y'all see people, I don't want to talk to you at that time. The fuck? I'm sorry, y'all. That must have been awkward. But y'all listening in the clouds, let me tell you something. If you're not my moderator, or you didn't used to be my moderator, join the chat, because I'll put you on blast. Let me go on mute real fast.
Tracy talking about you got a t-shirt. It's the same t-shirt from the
That's
my attire for YouTube.
Anyways, Tracy, I'm really glad that that you and Heatwave had a conversation. I'm gonna keep my personal opinion to myself, because unlike some people, that I don't want you to ever have to go through what you went through before. And you know, people like who they like. I have my personal feelings about it, and I am gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm just glad that they were able to have a conversation. You know, when I think that let me keep my thoughts to myself. Do you think when person gets, never mind. I'm glad that they could work that out. But I have my personal opinions about it. You know, when people get tired of stuff, you know, and stop entertaining nonsense, then the commentary gets back regular and things. I'm gonna leave that alone out of respect for Tracy only. Kenzu said from now on, I'm joining panels in my t-shirt. Did you see diving video? Misunderstood. What did diving talk about? I don't watch that. I didn't see it. The last I knew, diving was upset with me. I was trying, and I had talked to the wife from today. Nah, I was in the mountains. What was it about, Tracy? I missed it. No, I didn't see it. I don't even know her channel. The last I seen, she was upset with me from me. Well, so I'm not sure where we even stand on that. I don't know. And yeah, it was just weird. Today, as I'm coming out the mountains, a lot of people was calling me a slur because of some stuff that was said concerning Mirror. I'm coming out. I'm like, why is everybody calling me this slur? Like, damn. So, oh my god. So that's the. Nah, see, people. Oh, she's not mad at me, Tracy. Okay, I'm not sure. Y'all got any final thoughts for me? Y'all got any questions?
No. I would like to thank you. That's it. I'm about to drop off. Thank you so much, Misunderstood.
Thank you, Yamin. I appreciate you.
I want to salute everybody on the panel. Shout out Yamin. Shout out Rodney. Obviously, thank you for having me up here as well. Misunderstood. Shout out to everybody, the Galaxies.
Thank you, Yamin.
Seeing everybody in there. Chocolate Vixen. Hey, she said Kensu t-shirt. Keku. Also want to give a shout out to my t-shirt. That and that's about it. And much love. Congratulations on your 198 days. I think I'm 98. I think I'm either 98 or 90. I think I am 98. I think I'm 100 days behind you. I think.
It doesn't matter. There's, you know, I know people come in here like, I got 10 years clean. I'm like,
right. It's like
you are now. You guys stop messaging me if you want to talk to me. Join the chat or shut the fuck up. That's where we are. That's where we are. Don't message me. I didn't mean, I cut your final thought off. Go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. That's all I really had to say. I was just gonna say salute to everybody, and yeah, that's it. I'm camming down.
Thank you, Kenzu. Thank
right,
you.
have a good one.
You too. Thank you so much. Let me turn my phone off. There was a lot. There's just been a lot. There's been a lot. I started to get, like I said, there's a lot that's going on. There's a lot that's. Shout out to what did Kenzu say? He had 90 something days, 95 days in sobriety. Let's see if I got 197. What are you rocking, Kenzu? I'm sorry about that. Congratulations on your journey. So, Tracy, are you going live? Are you going live next? This whole thing, thank you, Tracy. This whole thing over the weekend has just been a lot. Let me say this. Is anybody going live next? If so, let us know so we can jump there. I'm going to say this. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys for helping me get to 12,000 subscribers. And I know a lot of people come here and they share their channels, but you know what? For me, it's called collaborating, networking, and sharing the love, because I couldn't be here without you guys, and we're a community. Tracy says she's exhausted. So that's my final thought. Thank you guys, and I will see you all on these YouTube streets. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't, and big hugs to you guys. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye, Echo. Tracy says she's not going live. Yamin, are you going live? Is anybody going live so we can watch? I want to watch somebody. If you guys go live, just send a message under the video and I'll share your video so we know that you're going live. Okay? Bye, you guys. Okay, Yamin's not going live. All right, you guys. See you on the YouTube streets then. Bye-bye.